2 raised to 35. 4 folds, 6 folds. 7 raised to 110. 9 folds. 10 calls. 2 calls. 3 players.
Yeah, this will get sorted out shortly, guys. Thanks for sticking with us.
2 checks. 7 is 125.
Oh, and we're back. There we go. Thanks for sticking it out with us, guys.
10 calls. 2 folds. Heads up.
Yeah, we are back. Thanks for sticking it out. We had to open up some new rooms. If you're watching and you're still in the old room, please hit the refresh browser, get in the new room. Dingus with pocket 10s and Popeye with pocket 9s, Queen on the river. Each player with roughly around the same hand.
7 checks.
Popeye's going to check it. Dingus is going to check it. His 10s are good. And 582 going over the Dingus.
$20 bonus show. Back to Omaha.
Chip stack has just been updated. Mr. Jacobs in the lead at 2,400. Dingus climbing up there at 18. Making a stride.
20 on the button. Two calls. 4 raised to 80. 7 folds. 9 calls. 10 folds. 4 folds.
Richie Rich raising it up with the Queen Jack 5 deuce of hearts.
3 players.
We got 3 players going to the flop here. King 9-9.
2 checks.
Richie Rich does flop the straight flush draw.
80.
Representing a 9. Using it as a scare card. And it looks like it's going to work.
2 folds.
Yeah. Each player is going to pick a better time with a better hand, and Richie Rich takes it down. Also had the gut shot to the straight flush. Very nice hand by Mr. Richie Rich.
What church? Not close. That was my sure as hell wasn't coming that time because I had
$10 button strap.
Yeah. 8, 9,
Oh, there's 2 cards there.
3 hearts. I shouldn't have called it.
10 on the button.
What was it?
Ace, jack, on hearts, and a pair of aces.
Seat 4 is 35.
It wasn't, yeah, but it's one of those things that it's,
6 calls.
if you're gonna throw $80 at every one of those, you're gonna be bankrupt.
7 fold.
Really?
For me,
Looks like Richie Rich raises up to 35.
9 fold.
Steve doesn't feel the 8s again. Dingus looking at King Jack 10-8. Has spades to go along with it. Mr. Black.
2 calls. 5 folds.
We got 5 players going to the flop here at $35 apiece. 4, 7, 3, couple of
4
spades.
checks.
And what a flop for Mr. Jacobs. Flops the nut straight. Has the blockers with
10
spades.
checks.
Also has a straight flush gut shot, straight flush draw. Dingus does have the king high flush draw.
4 folds.
Let's see what happens here. Going around, Daniel gives it up over the Dingus. 125. He's got 1800 in front of him, but he's going to play a little disciplined
10 folds.
PLO here. Mr. Black didn't get anything on that. Lets it go.
5% every time I call it, take a look.
Yeah, Mr. Jacob shows the goods.
Make sure it doesn't have some water, 'cause I haven't seen it. That's enough.
$15 left straddle.
Sometimes you call it 80, I'm over 10%.
It'll be fun to go see it.
You go into the wallet, you know, like,
Daniel's son just waiting in the weeds. He's playing patient. Can we get a double up for Sir Daniel's son? Use the force, sir. Use the force.
you're better than me, I can never figure out exactly when I'm gonna go broke, but it
All
happens.
right, good massage the
15 on the
cards.
button.
I mean, I had 400 left, so I got another 1,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, 80 years old.
Ace 7, 3, 2.
Yeah.
No good.
Yeah.
Over to Steve. Pocket kings.
Yeah.
The queen 9 has clubs to go along with it. Really nice hand. Over the Dingus also. Ace queen 10-8. Couple of hearts.
Plenty of time to call.
10 calls.
He says, thank you. May I have another?
1 call.
Mr. Black's getting in there.
4 checks. 4 checks.
Oh, and it's Richie Rich's button. And he has a nice hand to back it up. 6. Jack.
Check.
7. Couple of diamonds. Mr. Black flopping bottom set. Looks like Dingus is looking for chips here.
Maybe slide your cards in the box one more time. 10, that's 35.
He's coming out,
1 calls.
opening up his
Can we read
range.
now? Okay, we're good.
Richie Rich says,
4 calls.
I'll peel another.
9 folds.
3 players to the turn. Just under 200 in the middle. And a 7 of diamonds. That fills up Mr. Black with a full house. His opposition is drawing
10
dead.
checks.
The sunglasses are flipped behind. 8 of hearts.
Checks. 175. 10 bets, or 1 bet,
5 from
25.
Mr. Black.
4 folds.
Saying, please, somebody pay me off. And no buyers.
1 or 10 folds.
Dave Huff is watching. Hope you're well, Dave. Haven't seen you in a long time. Hope things are good with you.
The Huffinator.
I get 500 in chips, please.
Can I get 500 for seat 7, please?
The other significant thing about last night with our tournament is that Lynn and Eddie were back.
Saw Lynn back, gave her a
And
hug.
She's don't hug her too tight because
I went on the good shoulder. So
on the good shoulder,
did the half hug.
and she's recovering from a little bit of a tumble that she took, and so glad to see them back.
Yeah, it's in play.
Yeah, and Eddie's a true gentleman too.
$10 bonus throw, yep.
Marge,
Shout out to Eddie.
And Marge says here that she's getting better, not as fast as she'd like.
Yeah, it's
gonna be
weird
about-
not seeing Grandma here.
I know. She says it looks like it's going to be about 4 more weeks.
Jeez, oh Pete's.
Can't wait to see. Now, when you come back, Grandma, you let us know. And we're not going to let you bake for us. We're going to do something
I haven't looked at these.
food-wise, cooking-wise for Grandma. We got to find out what she likes
Yeah.
and prepare something
I'm down
for
at
her.
least, or I'm down at least to throw down on something too. If there's
Yeah.
maybe a restaurant locally that she likes to eat and get here early.
Yep.
Get well for Grandma.
All right. Looks like we're going to go.
We're seeing the ranges opening up. More players are seeing flops. Like I said, now they've come a little bit accustomed to the table.
Just need 2.
Yeah.
5-8 king, couple of clubs.
You're like, yeah, just bet it. There you go.
Steve looking down, $20.
So, I'm gonna have to look.
Oh, shit, I didn't look. You convinced me to bet.
No, I didn't look at these two. I looked at these two. But.
Now, that's the thing with Steve. If he says he didn't look, he probably didn't look.
I believe him.
Together, see if that changes any.
Gotta love it.
I mean, nobody really has a monster here. You might just bet in the dark and take it down. But Dan is saying, nope, I'm going to see another one.
Right now, it's the nut flush draw.
played,
That's what I'm assuming.
Another 5.
5, so I must have hit quad 5.
Dan has a 10% chance. And right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a play on Steve.
6 raises.
And there he goes. Raises the 60 from 20. He knows Steve doesn't play a lot of PLO often. He was playing blind.
Little rubbernecking there from Dingus.
Yeah, a little experienced play from Danielson right there, using the force. Mr. Miyagi training. And yeah, I mean, when you can cut a bonsai tree to perfection,
Alright, that didn't work.
No.
I thought it worked pretty well.
you can play position.
Daniel says, I thought it worked pretty well.
Nice play by Danielson.
Mr. Jacobs continuing to climb a little bit, 2,500 in front of him. Popeye at
But I
1.8.
still think it was listed.
Dingus 1.7. Mr. Black at 1.7.
Jack 7 of spades.
This is our Thursday night 2-5 round by round. Adams at the helm again. We're here at the Reserve Poker Club in Toledo, Ohio, 5105 Glendale Avenue. We've got tournaments 7 days of the week. Always some special events coming up. We're doing live streaming here on our cash tables. Cash table on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. If you have any interest in joining us in the live stream room, reach out, give us a call, ask for Marissa. She's the one that manages that schedule. We're back to the action here.
Yeah.
We had $20 button straddle
I had 8,
coming around the
7,
table.
4, 10. With diamonds.
Game's starting to get a little bit bigger. You're sensing it.
Yeah,
You notice Danielson is getting that chip stack higher and higher.
he's trying.
He's down to 380 at one point. Looks like he's over 500 now.
That of the last hand. Give me one more chance to get some money from me.
We started a little bit late here, so we are not taking a break here shortly, not until about 9 o'clock. For those who are used to watching this on Tuesdays and Thursday nights.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 ace 8, couple of hearts.
And Steve, I think, folded 2 6s. He's
60.
painfully aware that maybe he ought to be in this
I heard
hand.
it. I was hoping it was mine.
Too bad I had a set of 6.
I definitely think it's safe to say when you go into a PLO game, you can't have that mindset where you're going to regret every fold of 4 cards. Because I know if I go and do that for about 2 hours, I'm driving myself nuts by the time the 3rd hour comes. Why didn't I play this? And then you start playing it, and then you realize you're calling off your stack because you saw 2 folds that are driving you nuts.
Yeah.
It's almost like you got to play discipline, not just poker, but discipline mentally.
Yes. Yeah. No, that's a real part of the game. It really is. I mean, you can't get trapped into short-term history, short-term memory. Got to be in it for the long haul. I'm going to pull a Jamal here and hit a bunch of like buttons and ask everybody else to do the same. Give us a bunch of thumbs up there. How about it? I can't do it quite like Jamal does. He's got a lot of energy when he says, come on, folks. Give us some thumbs up. Let's hear from you.
Right. I don't think.
Thank you. Thank you. Love it.
I don't know how.
Yeah, and if you're on our YouTube, please hit that like button. Helps us out a lot. Always appreciate it.
15 and 2.
You're not wrong.
Yep.
Paul coming in now to
4
deal.
called, 6 called.
Yeah, he's been known to deal some coolers from time to time.
Adrian Martinez, hey, what's up?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be $15 to see a flop. That's the price currently.
Thing is called.
Yeah, we got 5 players to the flop.
And a mystery hand with Steve.
I believe your story.
Yeah, 10-7 deuce, all hearts.
All hearts. Now, question is, Steve didn't look, then we haven't seen it.
Checks.
Is he playing this one blind again?
He might be, and we are too.
Kind of even makes it
Check
better.
around. We are on the turn. Action's on 10.
I'm gonna check.
Checks.
Ace
Check.
now comes up.
Check.
Richie Rich
Check
gets the
around.
best of this now with his ace.
Yeah, it gives him 2 pair. And, King 10 for Dingus.
Dingus now.
He's in the lead currently.
Yep. Got the check mark here.
Check.
Check.
Yeah, he's playing it like a bluff catcher now.
If I say like check, that means 2 people check. Check. So just click like check. Check around. All right.
I got a pair.
10. And the blocker again.
So a win is a win. Small pot here for Dingus, but he's going to take this down.
What are you doing, man? Are we a little tired today or what?
Stretch them out so you can reach C9.
I think Paul was
All right. We have
Fire.
communicating with Jacob, who's in the booth with the Wizard right now.
Yep.
I did that for a couple weeks. It is no easy task. Shout out to Jacob. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, Jacob.
Things
Welcome
are
to
running
the team,
smoothly.
buddy.
We just folding everything?
And it gets, like I said, every single action you have to take part of when you're back in the laboratory,
They're running that
back there, making sure all the action is getting put in the computer
most exciting events to watch.
on
Behind the curtain.
time.
Yep.
I close school there.
And it is
6 hours
nonstop.
and you get to see about 3 minutes worth of action that your kids.
Do we really need to watch 100 separate kids run the 70-yard dash when half of them can't, like need to stop for a break?
I'm Daniel, about it, okay?
Brady.
Yeah, it's painful. What about you two? What's your name?
Richie.
Todd. I'm
Gotta
Daniel.
raise to 30 and see 4.
Yeah, Steve. So Todd, Richie, and Brady? Yep.
So you're Dingus. Danny and
Daniel.
Daniel and
Dan, wherever you want to call me.
I am the Dingus.
Here comes Steve. Is he going to look? Is he going to look? Oh, he looked. Okay.
John,
And Dingus pocket aces. Ace, queen, 3.
Playing the golf with us?
Has spades to go along with it. And he has the button. It only keeps getting better and better. Why not make it 100?
There's the golfer down there. You play golf?
And Richie Rich makes the disciplined fold there.
Guys, when we are on holding.
Now Richie Rich may have folded there, but he definitely had the look in his eye like he wanted to play.
He played this morning.
I think that's a man who likes to play big
Day for
pots.
Brady, around the golf in the morning. Caddy had Inverness.
Poker and night.
Caddy had Inverness. Oh, really? Toledo?
Like I said earlier, I definitely like the way Richie Rich bets, not only in Hold'em but in Omaha. That's the same whether he has it or he doesn't has it. Hard to put him on a hand.
Dangerous though for a
I'll get it
kid
together.
to son that
All
well.
together.
It's my ears are going, they're fucking.
All right, sound on the button. Action's on 2. All the nuances of the
Yeah, Mr. Jacobs
Has
has been playing really solid so far.
Walked you over 1,000
The
times.
sky's in his hands.
4 folds.
They've worked out. Dodged a couple draws earlier with made hands. Made a nice profit off of them.
9 folds. 10 calls. 1 call.
Yeah, 25 to go. I'm sorry, 35 to go. 4 players in the middle. 3 king 6, couple of hearts. Dingus with the queen high flush draw. Danielson with pocket 9s has the best currently. And here's the semi bluff.
Yes. 1 call, 50, 2 folds.
Where are you supposed to be working today, Brady?
Okay, so that's
Good thing it's not many people watching.
Yeah, Mr. Black calling with his
I don't think it picked it up.
bottom pair.
When you said that, I was like,
Yeah, I think Brady was supposed to be in the
yeah,
office.
we talked about it.
Currently in the lead.
Jack.
Have a little marketing.
Rand, he's sensing a little weakness and he's attacking it.
10 calls.
He just makes the call. Another jack.
Check, man.
Check.
2 and a Q.
2 1/4.
And I love this bet by Mr. Black. He obviously had the best hand, but he was playing his position right there, and he was trying to get maybe a weak king or maybe a mid pair, like if you have 9s, 8s. Maybe you have queens in that situation with 2 jacks and a king out there. Trying to do a little semi bluff to get a hand that's a little bit better than his bottom pair off, but it turned out it was just queen high, so it was a lot easier than he expected. But nice raise in case you're playing against a different style of hand by Mr. Black on his button.
Alright, you guys could have eased me into it. I've been in the winter all
Rachel's watching and says,
Yeah, I
love
mean, you
watching
get my
it.
2 guys
Hello
and
from
basically
Hayden,
like
Idaho.
66
Oh,
base
love it.
and then plus
Yeah. Idaho.
35.
Yeah.
Thank you very much
So
for
it's
tuning
like,
in.
if you're
Yeah.
carrying 2 on a
That is
budget,
really
you're making
cool.
140
I love when we get people on the message board that interact with the show and they tell us they're from all around the United States or sometimes global. I mean, we've had Indonesia.
I think it is.
I believe we've had
If you're, like, over
India.
50 or
I remember when Scotty was here playing. We had multiple countries on. Yeah, we did. Watching it is really cool when we get viewers across the United States or in different countries. Please, if you're listening from another country or across the United States, maybe far away from Toledo, let us know. Give you a shout out.
And that's 50.
It's okay. I don't think it's
3 players to the flop.
it was like $500.
2 players do pair their ace.
Yeah, it's like 100 less than like Pebble Beach. It's like Pebble Beach. Yeah, like not even close. It was, I mean, it was an easy walk for me because it was flat. I mean, every card from floor was flat. Especially
Dingus is going to take it down.
You wouldn't think being in Toledo like you don't see shit, but
Byron B. Word Sprinkle is watching.
Fins fan, come on up. Come on up, Fins fan.
So for national members, there is now. They used to open that because national was cheaper.
Yeah, the ace four.
So they kept it at 150.
And ace six.
And then local members,
That's it.
I'm not sure if
I
there's
said, if you had an ace, you were probably ahead.
10 on the button.
They're probably gonna jump.
Hmm?
So probably.
Here's some change.
Obviously had the flush draw hand before,
Steve with pocket jacks makes it 20 to go.
10 folds.
right? Black,
What's that?
I obviously had a flush draw hand before.
Yeah.
Mr. Black looking down at a 9-4.
Ace of hearts is what I was.
Nothing to be interested about.
You guys gonna
Oh,
work
what?
this year?
Oh, he almost slow rolled me. I thought he was going to make a loose call there. Look at that posture.
We should Fort Wayne
We got 3 players to the flop here. Jacks are definitely in the lead. And look at that flop. 6-3-6. Richie Rich with an open-ended straight draw to an overpair. I believe we could be seeing a turn card, Vic. Mr. Jacobs gets out of the way. And you have the
Oh, yeah, the
button.
real time value.
The last to act.
Every year, #1.
Yeah.
I figured something else would overtake it. There must be a
Richie Rich has shown that he enjoys playing his button, and he's going to come along for the ride.
There's a few guys that remember their members, also members at Augusta.
9 on the turn. They'll help.
The youngest
He's
member.
going to continue.
Yeah.
147 in the middle currently.
When he became a member. His member, and then
All right, 9 bet.
Coming out for 80.
John Swagger.
About 2/3 pot. pretty standard there.
Yeah, the
With the flush draw and the straight draw out there.
Because they took his private jet and played it Oakmont instead. Oh, that doesn't suck.
It's not too much you want to gamble and try to get paid. And look at this semi-bluff from Richie Rich. I love it.
You can see the
Wow.
videos of the people online that take a divot.
Aggressive
from a
play there.
destination
The
and then
pair on the
land.
board.
Yeah. They get to
Popping
like
it
5,
up
20.
to 300.
The greenkeeper job at Augusta, I think was just changed over a couple years ago.
Really?
Yeah, I think the guy retired or something. Can you imagine coming to that
A lot of
place?
responsibility. Oh my god, the pressure.
All in from Steve now.
Steve makes the right play there. All in for 378. This is going to be an instant call. Looks like 78 more for Richie Rich.
365. You're good right now. We got a call.
Diamond, make a black.
Oh. And he hits the 7.
He does. He
That
gets
makes
it.
a straight. Oh, boy.
Richie Rich.
Wow.
Someone break you for me.
Taking it down.
Yeah.
Come back, Steve. Come back.
10 on the button.
Mr. Black.
Oh, really? Really? The jack went into it. I was hoping he didn't fall.
He got 5 eye.
Eli's watching.
I was rooting for a fool.
Looks like Fin Fan is coming up. The play.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Nation's on 7. Fold.
He's a true gentleman. He hooked it up with pizza the other a couple live streams ago. I believe he had banana pepper and pepperoni on his pizza.
Yeah.
I believe that was the one that he hooked me up with. I don't know. He gave me a couple slices on my food break.
4 folds.
I think that was the combo.
C6. Fold.
Versus 5-6 on.
No, I have a really good hand there.
Don't leave your boys out there.
Brian says I've seen Steve win with 5-4 off plenty of times. Actually, Steve almost got Steve there.
Yes.
60. I didn't.
Yeah, good point.
The hand was out of line.
And look at this, Mr. Black with mid-pair.
I'm gonna let him.
Daniel with an open-ender once again. They're going at it, and trips from Mr. Black, checking it over, giving some rope. Like he doesn't know how this guy plays.
85.
Just trapping him.
Oh, and he goes. Pulls on the sunglasses. He's looking for an Oscar nomination here, I think.
Because during COVID they started it and shit, and they were delivering.
Those are probably good.
Like I said, he's a little bit more dangerous player when he's got the glasses, the beard, and the hat turned backwards. It's all business, nothing personal.
Gotta raise it to 200.
He's going to bump it up to 200 with that check. A nice check by Mr. Black, getting 85 more out of the hand.
Yeah. Mr. Black playing very well tonight. If you just joined us, this is our Thursday night 2-5 round by round.
Anthony joined the chat. Anthony, thanks for tuning in. Good seeing you.
Alright, 10 on the button. Alright, 10 to go.
We got a
Dingus with a 9-8.
10 on the button straddle, $10.
Call.
That's good news.
Fold. 6 raises to 35.
Yeah, looking down at the queen 9 of spades.
Yes,
7
you come back.
folds.
Looks like Zell just walked
10
back in,
calls,
so I'm
35.
gonna say yes for at least one. I don't know what Steve did. I saw him walk towards the
Yeah,
cage.
definitely not here for the. I mean, anybody else that hasn't been here when they come.
Yeah, 2, right?
Yeah, Rhino and Shimmy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I, why am I left out in the dark here?
It's not until like 8.
Because you got your sunglasses
Yeah,
on.
you got sunglasses on.
Of course you're
That's
in
an
the
easy
dark.
answer.
Yeah, I did
Jeez,
that
take
too.
off your sunglasses. You can see. 3 players to the flop. 5 jack, queen, couple of hearts.
Check.
Danielson in the lead with top pair.
6 bets 50.
Yeah, I like that bet by Danielson. Not too big. He's trying to get paid off right now.
500.
still takes it down. Wins $80. Actually gets back what he just gave it back to Mr. Black. Mr. Black gave him that check. Pretty nice semi-bluff raise though by Danielson. Sometimes it'll work. Like you said, you got an open ender right there. Didn't play the hand bad, just got
Did I
unlucky.
hear you right? You said that Chipotle's got margaritas.
I swear they did. I know they got Corona, they had beer. I know they had
But
beer.
one by the mall says they have fucking beer, but they don't.
I'm pretty
It's not
sure.
on the button. But yeah.
Do you think Mr. Black might be down to come see some live music after the show with us?
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, if he's got glasses like that, I just think he's ready.
We should be able to get Daniel to come along.
Oh, yeah, Dan's a shoe-in. Dan's down to have a good time.
Yeah.
What up?
Oh, we got Zell back. I hear Zell.
90.
There we go.
Richie Rich now 3-betting to 90 with the 8-6 of spades. Back to Dingus with the Jack-9 of diamonds.
10 calls to 90.
And here comes Zell.
Yeah, glad to see the return of Zell.
Yeah, good to see him come back. We're going to have three-handed going in
All right,
to this flop.
Yeah, Jack 10-6, rainbow board.
Check.
Two players hitting top pair. Could be trouble for Dingus. Richie Rich does hit a 6. Has backdoor
And
spades.
that's 125.
Mr. Jacobs sizing him up.
2 calls, 4 folds.
Comes along and now we're two-handed.
7, not a bad card for Dingus there. Gives him a gut shot straight draw.
Or
Along
Mr.
with his
Jacobs.
top pair.
Now he's got Mr. Jacobs now has a flush draw.
Yes.
And that's
Hearts,
300.
hearts, and more hearts. Both players seeing the turn improve each of their hands.
2 calls.
When like so, we see another $600 going in the pot.
Oh.
And what a nice card from Mr. Jacobs.
Yeah.
At the same time,
Yeah,
it might have hurt him a little bit.
I think so.
Because I don't know if he's going to get paid off here.
Right. Yep, that's the
But
downside
still.
of that. Yep.
Isn't it fun, though, rivering the nuts?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean,
it is.
let's go a little bit for the fun factor here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it's all about money. But yeah, in essence, hitting the nuts probably hurt his chances. He probably could have value betted the river if it was a blank, like a 2 of clubs or something. 3 of hearts. Not a non-heart. 3 of diamonds. We'll go with 3 of diamonds.
And then next hand, Bell.
There's King Queen out there.
DELL. King 850.
That's 400, huh?
400.
Wow. Tough decision here for kind of a tough decision here for Dingus. He was in the lead. He thought he was in the lead right from the beginning. Didn't know that Mr. Jacobs had the King Jack versus his Jack 9.
And then can you call up for some blue?
This is just under a half pot. There's about 1,100 in the middle before that 400 got added.
And he lets it go. Mr. Jacobs is going to add to his stack here. He's been pretty much the chip leader this whole time.
Yep.
Certainly now he is, I believe.
We're on Omaha now.
And now we're going back to Omaha.
Let me get 50, Johnny.
Jonathan's coming in to sell some tip chips, blue chips.
All right, so we got a quarter on the button.
Some of you might be watching our new players here for the first time and watching our live stream for the first time. Those blue chips are dealer appreciation tip chips. Those are worth $1 a piece. The white chips are $1. The red are $5. The green are $25, and the black are $100.
Yeah, I took 15. All right, action's on 2.
I'm going to come back to the action here now on PLO.
Oh, yeah,
Mr.
4
Jacobs got a straight in his hand. 4 cards
Got
straight.
15 more. Anybody want them?
Quarter.
Not to,
Call.
you don't have to take them back here.
All right, we got to raise to 100 in C4.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Richie Rich.
6 folds.
Richie Rich raising it up.
Yeah, Richie Rich has turned into one of my favorite players.
Still 325.
Popeye's going to come along.
We haven't heard from Popeye in a hot minute. Did he 3-bet him? Popeye 3-bet him up
He did.
to 325.
Keep talking myself.
Mr. Black now.
I mean, he has to love seeing that action, but
I know.
unfortunately for him, it,
Wonder if that 6 was a diamond instead of a heart. He might have come along. But 325, pretty strong bet here.
You know very much.
oh, look at that smirk by Mr. J.
Yeah.
Like he just wants to bust him. He's gonna let it go.
Yeah.
It's interesting how Popeye's playing this. He is playing this hand like he has aces.
Right.
And so Richie Rich might be thinking he's live, but he's the 10-9 or it's basically 8-2 versus Queen Jack. And right now, Popeye is in the lead still.
But just virtue of Queen Jack.
When's the break, do you know?
I believe their food just got here. They were proactive in ordering food for their dinner break. The dinner break will be coming up pretty soon here. We'll find out from the wizard. We're thinking it's going to start at 9 o'clock.
Ace on the turn.
Check.
Doesn't help either player. I think if Popeye sneezes on this,
Right.
he'll take it down.
It helps the aggressive player. That ace does, in this case.
7 bet 250.
And he bets it. And a fold from Richie Rich. And a nice pot there taken down by Popeye.
Would have been real interesting to see if that board was different because they were sharing. Mr. Jacobs up to 3K, Popeye up to 2,200, Mr. Black up to 2,000. Starting to get some money on that table. Zell's back in the game. He's got 850 in front of him.
You're right, 10 on the button.
Like I said, it's really nice to see Zell,
I was like, I guess I can bet this card.
one of my favorite players that comes in the room,
You bet 350.
I'm betting like all turns besides. Yeah, that was a cool turn for me.
and the owner of 419 Appliances.
All right, action's on 4. Fold. 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 Fold.
Dingus down at 10-9-8-7, has spades to go along.
45 break.
And Mr. Black waking up with aces, also has hearts to go along with it.
30, action's on 1. Raises to 105. 2 folds. Call 105.
Yeah, I would say Dingus, this is the type of hand you'd like to have if you think you're going against an overpair. And Dingus flopping top 2 with the 10-8. Also has an open-ended straight draw to go along with it.
I was just gonna bet all turns. Yeah. I figure all my 5s check, so.
It's 230. 230 and 10.
Dingus in the commanding lead here.
230.
Pop the comp? I'm not gonna hit that board.
I made,
Couple crispy spades, like what are you trying to do, me guy?
you want me to tell you the truth?
Yeah.
I made, got spades, and I got straight draw.
Jesus Christ, I gotta fade the world?
Yeah.
If I made right now too.
Yeah, he has top 2 pair, an open-ended straight draw, and he's got
I
spades.
just put my fucking foot in it, didn't I? No action. Holy shit, guy. Double check my fucking hand thing, guy.
I feel like I told you too much.
There's No hearts out there?
Ace of hearts, some turn. You want
Alright,
that?
alright. That's enough. That's enough.
Folds. 29
Is that
times.
me?
29 times.
Yep.
Shows the aces. Looks like Dingus is showing his hand.
Queen high straight. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the best board you could ask for Dingus. Top two pair, open-ended straight draw, and the flush draw. Like that Disney song, I can show you the world.
All right, 15 on the button.
Good match. Nice hand, Dingus.
They don't do the steel thing anymore? That's fine. If they want, they want to. I mean, you can, I don't need that, that's fine. No, I got water.
Dingus will fold your cards.
No.
Yeah, you're good.
Fucking with me. I want to roll.
Damn, I was hoping for a damn long one.
All right, big blind.
I guess that must have been a
6
COVID.
calls.
I swear everywhere was doing drinks to go.
7 pots at the 60. 9 folds. 4 and 6. Can you guys move them a little bit? 4 and 6. 10 folds. You guys are good. 1 fold. 2 folds. 6 calls. All right, heads up.
9, deuce, 4.
Check. Check.
Yeah, we can do whatever you want. Did Jim come back here yet? What, we looking for a Lakers game?
I think the Lakers game starts at 8:30. Oh yeah,
Check.
I gotta see that. Have them call in somebody. See that first
7 bet 75. Fold.
There's our chip count update on the left. We got the 3K mark.
I don't know which controller it is. I thought it was the DirecTV one. I don't see it. Oh. You know,
Zell waiting the pounce. Daniel's son staying patient.
I was looking for the DirecTV remote. It wasn't up there.
Richie Rich is going to regroup here. He's been playing some good poker.
$10 button straddle for Dusty Dan. Oh, man. What are we gonna do with it?
All right, edge is on 7. Fold. 9 calls.
Oh, Dingus
10
has
calls.
pocket 9s with the 3-6 Mafia, double suited. Mr. Black, again, aces with hearts, again.
All right, 1
Let's see if it
hold
works this time. He's going to bump it up to 60.
55.
Looks like 55. And Rich,
Oh yeah, 2 folds. Yep.
pocket
4
queens,
calls. 6 fold.
queen 9 of spades. And Zell with
9
jacks.
calls.
Dingus with 9s. Why not? Everyone get in there.
55 is that?
Yeah, 55.
You got a pot brewing.
Hey, you press the side of that phone, make it stop, please. Check.
Looks like Zell with the relaxing ringtone music.
Hey, Zell, we
Forgot to
fixed
mute his
it.
phone, but
All right, 400 guys.
kind of has the elevator music vibe. 4 players to the flop. 10, queen, deuce.
Nine
Couple of
checks.
clubs.
Is there a seat open with someone wants to play?
Yeah.
Hey, aces are
Oh,
still in the lead
You
here.
know, he don't know. We got the text Jim. Check. 201.
And there he goes.
What time is it, Dan?
8:33.
No, you're good. 4
Richie
calls,
Rich
2.
likes it.
9 folds.
He's got an overpair. He's got a queen. He's got a gut shot straight draw. There's king 9.
10 folds. Heads up.
There's a 3 of spades. It does give Mr. Black a gut shot straight draw.
201. Four calls.
10 does nothing for either player.
No.
How much you call? Oh, 2?
201.
Almost like a milkman bet, just for value.
See all in? All in.
All in. And look at that.
We're around 2.
All in. Shandagora says, looking forward to Peter. Yes, that's coming up shortly here, so please stay with us. The break is coming up soon, and
And
during
Mr.
the
Black
break, we'll
is
be
not
doing
just
an
kicking
interview.
this in. Let's see what's going on here. Got a big pot brewing. He is not just letting go of his aces.
Chris, you got a 10?
Richie Rich put Mr. Black to the test.
Button's right.
And what a nice play by Richie Rich, getting richer. Takes down the pot.
Did the queen has that? Can't fade the bomb, I guess.
That's some poker right there, folks.
Straight on the button.
The power of aggression. Paying off for Richie Rich.
9 and 10 both. So does
Blind call.
Tom, that there was an add-on. He didn't just have 100 in front of him. Yeah, the chip count needs to be updated.
Very dirty looks.
I got scared.
Is Omaha or Hodom, guys?
Omaha.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing this for no reason.
Yeah, we will update those chip counts with the add-ons and stuff at break.
You're gonna late position with all that dead money.
And then it's
It's on me.
Yeah.
calls around. We call around.
Give him a second so he can catch up with everything.
No back. 2 card, 4 card, 6 card, just back to 7.
Oh, yeah.
But you look yet?
Smart move.
Did you? Yeah. I haven't looked yet. Everybody else did? I should probably look. It makes it so much
Oh, looking's overrated.
Children river.
Just go with your heart, blind.
7 check. 10 check.
Check.
Checks.
All right, we're going to see a flop here. Looks like we're just a little bit behind. We're going to get there, though.
Man, they folded quick. That must mean I might have some of that.
So it was a $20 straight up, but everybody called it blindly. That's what he's kind of stuck on.
Man, I feel like there's something with these two, huh?
And there's the flop. Looks like we got a 3-jack deuce board.
Play a lot together.
Couple of hearts.
Yeah.
Battle all the time.
Yep, 4, 9, 4, 10,
Another player on the
1.
line.
Which one?
I'd rather have Ryan.
The action was 4 made it 100
I don't know if it's shown.
call.
I don't know what comes through.
Yep, just now. Yes, yes. And then they both check.
There it is. Updating. There's a jack on the turn. Ace of hearts. The flush gets there on the river.
Expensive for you.
There they are. Both players hitting their flush on the river.
We can stop after this if we want to.
Flush.
Man, Richie Rich had that second jack.
Better.
Got sucked out on.
Flush or flush, too.
Good pair up.
Mr. Jacobs taking another hand off Richie Rich.
Had a pair.
Why you guys trying to confuse the new guy?
Just call.
When you doing their break?
45.
45? Oh, so you guys got 7 minutes.
Who was calling pretty about pot there?
Not I.
Not me.
One, you might have got one.
I made a jack. Give her somebody ever play back there.
18-6.
Updated chip count.
Ace suited.
Mr. Jacobs adding to the pile up to 3,200.
Yeah. Given the your position.
He is the big dog.
River and Ace, is that better than you?
No trap.
Like I bought the deuce. But, with all the dead money in there.
Oh, yeah, be good.
Two folds. Four folds. 6 makes it 20.
Popeye with queen, jack, 10, 8, couple of diamonds.
7 makes it 70. 9 folds. 10 folds.
You can't make every 4 or 5 offsuit come in.
1 calls. 280. Oh, he's all in for.
And there he is, there's the plunge. All in for 216. Double suited.
7
As
calls.
a pair. As a straight draw with the 6-4. See the power of Danielson can pull through here.
Daniel Carr's not reading. He's done with
We
that.
got 3 players going to a flop, 650 in the middle. 9, 8, 7.
Checks.
And look at that. Popeye flopping the nuts. Also, I mean, Mr. Black, top 2 pair,
7 makes it 250.
has an open-ended straight draw, backdoor diamonds. There's a 5. Danielson drawing dead, even though he gets a straight on the turn.
Seven bets pot. That's pot. That'd be 1,060. Yeah.
I'm going for this.
And one all in for less.
All right, Mr. Black is going to need
All right.
a 9 or an 8. That 10, Popeye is queen jack. Huge hand. Action Jackson. That is one monster right there. Popeye shipping that sugar over.
How much you got? He got 650.
All right, well, I think we're coming up here pretty close on a break. And as I mentioned before, during our break, one of our things that I like to do is have an interview. Featured artist of the week. Earlier in the week, because we got 2 this week, I had a young man named Orlando Finelli, and love talking to him. He's involved in a lot of different things, and you're going to find our good friend Peter here tonight as well. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, Vic is the Don Juan of music. This man knows every musician in the Midwest, I swear. Like I said, he told me, Dom, next Thursday we're going to listen to some live music. We're going to have a good time. I said, I'm in. I'm ready tonight. We're live streaming together. Then we're going to hear some music and have a frosty brew. I'll probably get a draft beer. I think I'm going to go away from the bottled beer.
Okay.
Go draft, yeah.
All right.
2 makes it 40.
Get a tall boy.
4 folds.
Looks like Mr. Jacobs raising it up here with his ace-jack 10-9.
140. Seven pots are for 140. 9 folds.
And the action has gone up.
You guys are gonna be on break price.
Popeye has been eating his spinach, and he's up to 3,600. And now he's 3-betting up to 140.
Ten calls.
Dingus is going to make the call. Mr. Black now with queens. 3 suited.
1 fold.
He might like that better if he was 2 suited.
2 calls.
Mr. Jacobs is going to look it up, and we're going to have 3 hands going into this pot, going into this flop. And thank everybody around the country that's joining in tonight.
King, King 6, rainbow board.
2 checks.
Nobody with the king. Currently right now, Dingus in the lead with jacks.
7 checks.
So far, it looks like Mr. Black made a good fold.
And there's a 3 of clubs. That does give Popeye
2 checks.
a flush draw.
7 checks.
And you can see in the corner there, we've got another player coming in, be joining us after the break, Zach.
10 checks.
So these jacks are going to take it down, and now Mr. Black is not going to be happy to see that he folded
7
queens.
checks.
Yeah, Dingus is... Everyone's being polite.
They are being polite.
Looks like... I mean, if you're Dingus right here, you got to be happy with the situation. You don't have to risk anything. You got 430 in the middle. You're going to take it down, and there's 0 stress.
We had a similar hand.
Yeah, add 430 to your stack.
They are going on a break here, and as I mentioned earlier during the break, please don't go away. Number 1, we've got an interview coming up here with
15 minutes? Or?
Peter
Yeah,
Karchenko. Karchenko, I want to make sure that I say that properly. And the action will return here in about 15 minutes, so don't go far. If you're watching us on YouTube, we greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. We're inching closer to 2,000 subscribers and want to continue to grow that.
No, you're good.
And I've got Peter coming into the booth here with me. And I can't see us on the camera but shortly will. Anyway, I want to welcome Peter Karchenko. Peter, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks
I really
for having
appreciate
me.
it. Yeah. I'm going to... I don't know if I'm going to make you blush or not, but this means a lot to me, Peter. I've been seeing you play around town for many years, and I really admire you as a musician. And I see how many different people you play with around town. I made the comment to somebody, you know, Peter could basically play 7 nights a week if he wanted to, because it seems like everybody just wants to play you. So, first of all, it's a real honor to have you in here tonight.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
And as I mentioned, we like to bring in a musician, featured artist of the week, or sometimes 2 a week, so that we can talk about what's going on here in Toledo, the Toledo music scene. And tell me a little bit about, now you weren't born here, first of all.
Correct.
You were born...
well, I guess we're starting out with kind of a heavy subject, and I don't know if, hopefully it's okay to talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm very vocal about it, so
Yeah.
I know we're crunched for time, so I'll try to be as concise as I
Sure.
can. I can always expand on it later. But I was born in Russia, and my parents my mom comes from Russia, my dad comes from Ukraine.
Ah.
I was born in 1985, and I got to see the last years of communist rule. Then I got to see the fall of communism and the early days of democracy, and then the dissolution of the Soviet Union into the Russian Federation. And then I emigrated to Toledo in late 90s, 98 or 99, I think it was. So I was about 12 going on 13. So things have changed a lot. This is why I'm saying it's heavy. There's a war there right now.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know if we
5 just
have
bought in.
any
And so,
regulations or not, but
And so why Toledo? What brought you here?
I moved here with my mom.
With your mom,
My
okay.
parents got divorced. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I moved here. So straight to Toledo and
Okay.
you know, immersed myself in music pretty much right away.
Were you studying music or playing music before you came to
A
Toledo?
little bit. Like you know, I don't think I was taking it seriously, but my first love was the Beatles,
Okay.
and I will always you know stand by that. You know,
Yeah.
I adore the Beatles. Even to this day, you know, many years after, and you know, like after studying music professionally and everything like that, there's still like a lot of Easter eggs or cool things that you can go back to and hear them and feel pretty excited about
Yeah.
it. So yeah, so the Beatles, I was obsessed with the Beatles. I really wanted to play guitar. I was begging for guitar lessons, and I didn't get any guitar lessons as a kid. But then I'm still trying to catch up. I'm still working hard at it.
So were you then involved in music in high school, like formally?
No,
Okay.
no, and I can only imagine what course my life would have taken if I did. You know,
Okay.
It's just my eyes weren't open to it. Like you know,
Okay.
like the orchestra, the school band. Like I was aware of it, but it was like a different world. But I did get involved with some like rock playing, like garage playing. You know, it wasn't good. You know, but like my buddies and I would just get together at like somebody's garage or basement, and their mom would like make us cookies or something and say, "Oh, that's cute," and we were like playing like Green Day and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
Nirvana, and thought.
So when did you start then playing out?
I would say like college, like undergrad, you know.
Okay. And did you go to UT?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. My undergrad's from UT. I think I got out in like 07 or 08, I think it was, you know.
Okay.
But after that is when I really started playing out a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of like my learning was done like on the job, like you know, through trial and error, and I fell flat on my face many times. And yeah.
Open mics, obviously, or weren't you as involved in that as much?
Honestly, not too much.
Okay.
You know, I was always fortunate to be around people who were much better than me. You know, and they know who they are. You know, and they're still better than me. And so many great musicians around town. You know, yeah, I actually think I'm just lucky that I'm doing this. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm not like saying that like with any kind of like pretension. Like I
Uh-huh.
really, you know, like if you talk to any of my students, like you know, I want them to be better than me. You know, I want them to do great things. You know.
That's great. That's terrific. And you're teaching where? You teach music a couple different places.
Several
don't you?
different places.
Okay.
Yeah. In Toledo, I'm with Forte Music.
Yeah.
You know, and the gentleman who runs it, Virgil Lupu, is doing a fantastic job. I've been with the school for so long, like 12 years or so. Again, I know we're crunched for time. I can't like fact check everything, but 11 or 12 years. I remember it going through a few changes, but it's grown, and he's doing so great. So if he listens to it, shout out to Virgil. And I recently got a position as a faculty member at Tiffin University.
Oh, okay.
Which is still new to me. I definitely have a bit of a imposter syndrome. You know, you know, still feel like I'm scratching the surface. But it's a beautiful gig, and I have Drew Parent to thank for that. He runs a lot of music programs there, and he knows me kind of like the way you know me. Well, I mean, he and I work together now.
Yep.
But when he reached out to me, that's kind of what he said. What you say, he said, "Hey, you're playing out all the time. The kids need like a hands-on experience, somebody who's, you know, comfortable doing this and can share a lot of the stuff."
So are you teaching just guitar, or are you teaching other instruments?
Guitar and bass.
Guitar and bass.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And my main job there is to like do private instruction. You know, teach the students, and I teach one course per semester.
Okay.
Kind of a general, you know, guitar, piano, kind of a playing in the band, you know, type of a setting course. We call it rhythm section.
What were some of the early, you know, and we're going back just maybe 10, 15 years ago, but what was some of the early musicians that you were playing with, or bands that you were playing with here in Toledo?
Like the early ones?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Early for you.
Yeah. Let me think. You know, I have you know, somebody I would thank is Ruth Nichols. Have you ever met her?
I believe I have.
A young lady sang and played the trumpet. You know, she was doing her studies, like grad school studies at UT, and that was shortly after I got my bachelor's there, and I was just kind of trying to get gigs and whatever, and she was really good at getting gigs and jobs, and she had me play guitar, and I don't think I played very well at all, but she was nice to me, she put up with my playing, so.
And then, of course, one of my favorite groups to go see is Katie's Randy Cat with Steve Steele.
Sure.
And you play pretty much whenever he's playing, whenever Katie's Randy Cat is playing with them. What I have to say about when I see that, because it is a very high energy music, it's Irish punk music. I love that music very much. And Aaron Gobra and Down with the Royals, a Nation once again is half of my heart. But anyway, the energy, and then the energy that everybody in that band brings to that music, and I think I see you get quite animated back there. I'm not going to ask you to list your favorite, but obviously you're having a lot of fun with a band like Katie's Randy Cat. And can you think of other instances where you're just having that much fun when you're playing, or is that all the time for you?
Oh man, that's a loaded question. Yeah, and I definitely cannot pick any favorites, but I love getting philosophical about music and kind of being healthy about everything, not kind of getting run down, not treating it as a job, but which it is a job. You want to be responsible about it, but like you said, you want to put on a show and have fun. And sometimes, and I'm happy to tell you this in greater detail down the road, where sometimes things aren't going well and things are crazy, but you kind of can't let it get to you, and you still have to kind of do your best. But anyways, as far as having fun and whatnot, I think it can be thought of as a skill. You learn to embrace the music and kind of embody it to the best of your ability. Not that I speak from a point of somebody who owns the position, I'm still just trying to find that, but it's a journey, you never are done learning, you're always learning, but with KRC, Katie's Randy Cat, it's just that music will not work if you're holding back. You kind of have to give it your all, because it's punk, there's got to be that kind of power behind it, but to a lesser degree or equal degree, the same thing could be said about pretty much any project. I don't think I ever want to play and stare at my feet and just kind of slouch over. I mean, who wants to hear that?
Right.
So,
and then another high energy regular gig for you is at the Idiot with the Day Drinkers.
Yes.
But you're involved in a number of different musicians that are performing regular at the Idiot. Rick Caswell and Frankie May and folks like that.
For sure.
So I've seen you play with people. Have you had an instance where you've said, this is my project, or this is not in that tone, but have you embraced something as your own in terms of a band or as a project? Or if you haven't, is that something that you want to be doing in the future?
Well, again, it's so hard to answer it with just one concise sentence, so as long as we still have time, I'll try to squeeze two points of view to this. On the one hand, I enjoy being in a support role. I'm not comfortable in the spotlight, Yeah, it actually took a lot of me to be here right now. I like I said earlier, I really do just have my guitar in my hands, and that kind of gives me some confidence, and that's all I can do, right? So I'm comfortable in a support role. You know what I mean? I prefer when somebody else does all the talking and all the singing and some of the decision making, but having the musical training, they can always rely on me. They can say, hey Peter, how about some arranging or any musical thoughts, and I can kind of always help out and make it work. But as far as my own pursuits, of course I do have my own pursuits. I love playing unaccompanied guitar, like solo guitar, classical guitar, jazz guitar, arrangements, sometimes I do shows with looping and effects and things like that. And I do get to play that stuff. Sometimes I don't advertise it as much, but events like wine tastings, weddings, I often play by myself there. The new project that I'm not sure if you're aware of or not is a duo project with the violinist Aaron Rudder.
Oh yes. Yeah.
You know him. So
Yes.
I don't believe you've seen us play yet, but we play quite a lot as just a duo, and that's been very fulfilling musically because you know, as a violinist he takes care of like the upper range, right, the melodic improvisational type of playing, and I kind of still in the support role. But you know, without having, you know, drums, bass, and whatnot, the guitar has to kind of be very orchestral, you know, very arranged. And sometimes I'm walking the bass, sometimes I'm giving different textures, you know, kind of very expansive and difficult. You know, I pick different voicings and stuff like that. And lastly, as far as my own projects, I do have things in the works, like compositions and such. You know, it's just you know, there's only so much time.
Yeah.
So when I say yes to, you know, to all the projects, and I'm having fun doing those projects, at the end of the day, you know, I put like the creative stuff, like the personal stuff on like the back burner. So so it's coming.
We've seen a number of you know, young musicians coming up now out of TSA. And Ross Thompson, just to name one, and other people like that that have come, and now they're out playing either by themselves or in duos or in bands and that type of thing. What about the opportunity for some of your students now to be playing out? Is it evolved? That has it been enough years where you've got students that are playing with you? Really?
Sometimes with me, or sometimes they're doing their own thing. You know. But yes, I'm. That makes me so happy. Thank you for asking that.
Yeah.
Yes. I have some great students. Some of them are still with me, and some of them like studied with me and then, you know, moved on, like went to college or something like that, and they check in with me and they're doing so much. For instance, there's a great bass player, like electric and upright, Danny Yang. He is studying at BGSU.
Okay.
With Professor Halsey, and yeah, like recently. I was doing a pit gig, like a musical, you know, and I show up, you know, and sure enough, he is on the same gig, you know. I said, "Hey, look at you," you know, and I remember him being like young, you know, like, and he was just getting into music, and I didn't know he would go this far, and he sure enough got that bug and stuck with it, and I could say the same thing about quite a few other players, and
it's got to be very gratifying.
That means so much to me, you know. I you know. It kind of makes you feel calm, because even if you have to, like, you know, let's say retire at some point, I don't know, like my hands might, you know, give out someday, you know. I'm not very kind to my hands, you know, but knowing that some of the people are like appreciative and are pursuing, you know, these things, that means a lot to me. And again, sometime we'll have to talk more about this, because a teacher can give a lot more to the student than just like, play this note, play this. No, you didn't do this right. Work on this rhythm. No, like it's humanity. It's you know, like it's having a rapport, having a relationship, and like kind of, you know, it can get very philosophical or you know, deep.
Now, your own musical education, I believe you have a master's at this point, and what do you see that you see going further with your musical education?
Like a doctorate?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I haven't thought about it too much. You know, doctorate's 4 years. You know, and right now, like everything's a whirlwind. You know, like I'm just running from one thing to the next. So setting that aside to study more, you know, it's like almost like a big sacrifice. You know, I'm not sure if I'm ready for it. BGSU does not offer a doctorate in like guitar studies. You know, they do like composition and perhaps, you know, some classical things. I don't know everything, but I know that I couldn't go there to get my guitar doctorate. But and also like I don't know. I don't think I would ever be comfortable being a, you know, Dr. Karchenko. that's you know, I'm very like kind of a humble guy. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Peter. Absolutely, which makes it even more of an honor to have you in here tonight. Let's talk about what you've got coming up tomorrow, the next day, next week, next month.
Sure.
So I know you're playing with Rick Caswell. Is that tomorrow night?
That was yesterday.
Oh, that was yesterday. Okay.
At the Village Idiot. Yeah.
At the Idiot.
And,
okay.
Yeah, and we're there every other Wednesday.
Okay. All right.
So
okay.
If anybody wants to catch us, so we'll be there again like on 31st, and from that point on. Tomorrow, I'm with Aaron.
Oh,
please come see us.
Aaron Rudder?
Yeah, twice.
Where are you at?
Well, we're doing a kind of a brunch type of a gig at, it's Plate 8 or Plate 8
yes.
in like Talmadge and
yes.
Central or something like that. And then we're at Rosarius.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful place, great place in Perrysburg. I highly recommend both of those places. You know.
All right.
Um,
Well, we are going to wrap up here, and it's been just an honor. I really appreciate it very much. We're going to continue with our Artist of the Week series coming up in June. I've got Usen coming in to sit and talk, and I'm in talks with a number of. I really would want to reach out to Aaron Rutter as well as Matt Havers and those guys to get them in here.
And Houston and I, we play in the band together.
Yeah.
The reggae band.
The reggae band. Yeah. Well, it's like, who doesn't Peter play with? Yeah. So, but anyway, we're going to get back to the action. And again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Really
Peter.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure.
We're going to have Dom come back in and start calling some poker again. Dom, I'm going to let you kick things off here.
Oh, yeah, we are live. Yes.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
There we go. Jumping back in the action of our 2-5 round-by-round game. Looks like we're starting off with Texas Hold'em.
Like 2 or 3,000.
Zach just joined the table right before break. Zell is back, rocking and rolling.
So he was in the chat earlier.
Yeah.
One cause. That's a prime comment.
Zell was a blessing. You had the nemesis, King Jack.
And one card.
We got 3 players going to the flop at $35 a piece on a 3-deuce-6 board rainbow flop. Dingus and Mr. Black hitting top pair.
He decided to try out.
Popeye with a couple overcards.
He found it was miserable dealing like 12 hours a day.
Yeah, you might be in line.
Yeah.
They work pretty hard.
Yeah, they were short dealers, so like breaks were rare.
Dingus reaching for chips.
That makes it 60. Yep, one cause.
Yep, just over half pot.
It's funny though, knowing Bryant though, it's like watching him play.
And there's a jack and a
I know,
turn.
wiring it.
Yeah, that's the worst part about
Gives Dingus a flush draw along with his 6. And 2 pair for both players. Probably both are getting a little excited deep down.
10 bets 100. One makes it
Min
2,
raise.
10 cause.
Chop it up. Well, you guys each get 21 bucks. You can always get that, maybe, I don't know, even if they have that 2 for 20 deal. Still at the Applebee's. $21, make it holla. There's our chip count amount. Popeye in the lead with 3,500. Mr. Jacobs close behind at 3K. Richie Rich at 2,400. Gentlemen driving from Fort Wayne, all having good nights. Combined have about 9,000 in front of them.
What's the over-under?
For the first half, 115.
I believe we still have 1 seat open. A couple players are on their way. Our second half of this live stream. 2-5 round by round. We got a $10 button straddle. From over Zach with his King 9 of diamonds. Dan looking down at an ace. Says no thanks. Popeye with 9s.
Seven makes it 110.
Yeah, he's
9
gonna,
folds.
he's gonna bump it up.
10 folds.
110 to go. Man, 9s are hot this hand. Everyone's got one. Some even have 2.
2 calls. 2 calls. 5 calls.
Zach just sitting down saying I came here to play, not to watch. 3 players to the flop. Pretty big flop here. 7, 6, 3. Mr. Jacobs hits top pair. Popeye still has an overpair. comes.
2 bets 175.
I like that bet from Mr. Jacobs. Like I said, everyone's checking around, acting like they got overcards. Hit top pair, see where you're at.
They're quick. I figured you were taking a nap somewhere.
And Popeye disguising his hand right here with a smooth call. We're going to go to a turn.
Lately,
5 of diamonds.
started late too, so we probably got
Gives both players the same gut shot. Straight draw.
Check. Or sorry, 7 check. 2 makes it 350.
Mr. Jacobs not slowing down. Keeping the pressure on Popeye.
They're different from like before. These are new blacks.
Yeah, they got a new perfect.
And a smooth call. Popeye is eating his spinach. Going to the river. And we have a straight on the board, folks. Seven high straight on the board with that 4 of hearts on the river.
Oh, yeah. Let me make it.
7 checks.
Mr. Jacobs showing some heart. That's 1K into the pot here. He's trying to steal it, Popeye. He's trying to steal it. And he makes the call. Defense wins championships. So what a call by Popeye.
Looking for the 8.
Woo. Like I said, it's easy when you're seeing the cards, but that is not an easy call, folks. And nice play by Mr. Jacobs, putting the pressure on, though. That's some good poker right there, folks. A nice bet on the river. A nice call on the river. We got action.
hand tied, I guess.
That's fine the way with this. Well, cards.
15 on the button. And we sure if I get them.
Looks like I heard a $15 button straddle in play. After the break, the action does normally get ramped up. That will definitely help the cause.
Good pair and spade draw.
5 fold.
Good pair and spade draw.
It's 9-7.
Dan with ace queen.
I mean, a gutter.
So you were
for
immediately
same as you. Oh,
He was ahead.
6 makes it 45.
It was a flip.
He had all the better hands than you could.
9
Bill's coming along with his 5-4.
1 fold.
So far, folds all around. No one's in love with their hand.
2 folds. 4 folds.
Dan hitting a 2-piece right there. Top 2 with ace queen. Takes it down. Zell says, nope. Wrong flop.
Oh, yeah.
Needed the opposite.
Well, you didn't make it 2,000.
On the river?
Same thing I do this puke in this ball.
Probably, yeah.
Pause. I'm gonna get it there.
Throw up in my mouth. All. I don't know, I don't put you on mini 8.
10 on the button.
9 is probably about the bottom pair there that you're free betting with. So I was like,
Dan with the dirty diaper suited.
6 folds, 7 folds, 9 cards,
Zell is in the mood to play.
7 folds.
Mr. Black with ace queen is going to bump it up to 50. Mr. Jacobs with pocket jacks and Richie Rich in the batter's box with pocket kings. Big hand alert, folks. Big hand alert. And here it is, a 3-bet. Bumps it up to 150. Richie Rich now. How is he going to play this one?
4 makes it
4 1/4.
5 folds, 9 folds, 1 fold.
Quick fold by Mr. Black. Sniff that out. And Mr. Jacobs is going to make the call.
oh, wait a minute, we're going to get one.
Jacks versus Kings, heads up, just under 1,000 in the pot, 927. And we have 6, 3, deuce, all spades. Oh, no free cards here. And he lets a nice fold by Mr. Jacobs, letting Jacks go there. It's all flop. Like I said, about 937 in that pot, though, for Richie Rich. He goes up to 2,800. Passes Mr. Jacobs by 100. And there's the look of, what are you doing? What did you just do to me?
You want to see a flop? That's the one
Dr. Peter, we love you. From Night Monkey. All right, Peter, yeah. Popeye with the goods. Got a lot of love and support on our YouTube. Nice to see that. Once again, guys, if you're on our YouTube, please hit that thumbs up. It helps out a lot. Just under the channel, hit that thumbs up. Well appreciated.
10 folds.
Mr. Black mixing it up there with the 8-3 diamonds.
4 makes it 50.
Yeah, why not?
Folds,
Ace-8 suited, the dead man's hand.
6 folds, 1 fold.
And here comes Mr. Jacobs and Richie Rich again. 2 peas in a pod. Playing heads up, and Richie Rich flops the best of it. Top pair, top kicker.
4 makes 50. 2 folds,
4 diamonds on the turn.
2 checks.
Gives a flush draw, but doesn't do anything for either player. And a king of spades on the river. Richie Rich holds on.
2 bets 150.
He's trying to steal. He's going to get caught. And Richie Rich getting a little momentum since we came back. 2 hands in a row. Riding the bull, feeling the flow, working it, working it. We're going to get a dealer swap here. Here comes Adam.
Here comes Adam.
One of the most beloved pizza eaters in the whole area of Toledo. He will eat a pizza at any moment of the day.
Yeah, where does he put it?
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Where does he put it?
Confuse the shit out of the dude back here.
For sure. That's why I didn't say anything.
Well, we'll have to check in with the wizard at some point, but I believe since we got a little later start, we'll probably be here just a little bit later. Typically, we would get started around 6:15 and be done by 11 or 11:15. We did take our break a little bit, dinner break a little later. So we'll see. Just stay with us because the action continues.
Oh yeah, we've had some big hands here so far. Just had Jacks versus Kings Vic between Richie Rich and Mr. Jacobs. And then they played another hand back to back. Seems like I said, 2 peas in a pod. Got a little chemistry. And Mr. Jacobs raising it up to 40 with his King 4 of hearts. 3 callers. Queen 8-3, couple of spades. Zell in the lead here. Flopping top pair. Making it 60.
Interesting call there from Mr. Jacobs.
9 bets 300.
3 of clubs on the turn.
No help to anybody. That might slow things down, but it is pairing up the bottom. That of 300 from Zell. Quick fold there. Now Daniel really
Interesting card right here because, you know, if you're calling with your 8 and you're thinking you're ahead right now, 3 really doesn't do much.
no.
And most likely you're maybe putting him on a draw, but yeah, he's going to let it go.
Yeah.
Plays damage control. Nice fold by Dan. Maybe he knew he was behind, but he was priced in. Trying to see if he could peel an 8 or an ace. There's an updated chip count.
Our 3 newest players here coming in from Fort Wayne, coming in together. They're also represent the 3 top chip leaders here. Kevin Lumpy Brown is joining us. Hey, Lumpy.
And I'm about to say, Richie Rich and Mr. Jacobs, you know, they might be driving from out of town, but it seems like they're going at each other the most.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit of bragging rights, you think, when they get back?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I was about to say, I could tell. They're playing some big hands against each other.
Ron Muir's watching.
Richie Rich with King Queen bumps it up to 40 again.
Shanda Gore, thank you very much for saying that. Great interview, as well as Armando saying he likes the interviews. We're going to continue those. Great opportunity to talk about our local musical scene here in Toledo, which is, I think, fantastic. And now we've got a flop. Wow. Richie Rich now. Middle pair with a queen kicker.
Has he got a straight draw with his mid pair?
Yeah.
And the other one I picked iron check.
Mr. Black will see a free card.
First score.
Well, they checked it around, and this is going to slow things up, I think, even more.
One the other one or not, 'cause it's not
See if Richie decides that take a stab at this.
Hey, we don't mind if you have your. You get that advantage.
Zell hits his 9, but that's not going to help him. Richie's got the check mark with the king. Mr. Black's going to take a stab at it, see if people are afraid of this.
Yeah, bumps with the 80.
Oh, but that's
Snap
a quick call. Yeah. quick snap call and a snap fold from Zell. Snap call from Richie Rich. Gonna turn over the king and take it down.
Yep. No free passes. Gotta earn it. By the way, can you give, I want you to do it actually because you're the Don Juan. Can you give a little Danny's Cafe love?
I will.
Because, I mean,
And
I know you love taking the missus to Danny's Cafe.
I do.
You've told me multiple times this place has the atmosphere.
Yeah.
They got the cold beers are flowing. They even have, shall I say, a beer garden?
They do.
Yes.
And it 'tis the season for a beer garden.
Yes.
Absolutely. Look at that forecast we got coming up next week. We got like 4 or 5 days in a row in the 80s. Sunny all
That
day.
sounds like a beer garden weather.
Sounds like perfect beer garden weather. And if you're into beer gardens, Danny's Cafe in Rossford, 600 Dixie Highway is the place to go. We'll talk about that in a little bit more, see what happens here. Back to the action.
Damn, with this 10. Oh, no. Yeah, nothing to really big. Oh, the nemesis hand.
King Jack of clubs.
Yep. But it looks like it's going to win him some money. I'm glad to see it be a winner once in a while. There we go.
But he can't get the ball in there.
But I happened to bump into Chris Shutters last night. Chris was one of the musicians that the musician that I had first in back in December in our featured artist of the week. He's playing at Danny's Cafe every Monday night. Danny's Cafe in Rossford.
You'll be gone.
They've got the NFL ticket, Lotto, Keno, 10 TVs inside, 2 TVs at our outdoor theater, Main Street patio, plus 4 out back in the beer garden. Hours are 11 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. Saturday and Sunday, and 5 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. So they got a pool table, jukebox, and golden tea, and they've got draft beers.
And a beer garden.
4 raised to 35. 5 fold every hand anyway. 6 fold every hand anyway.
I've only been in on 12 hands.
9 calls. 10 folds, 9 and 1 call. 2 pairs. Yeah. 9 and 1. 4, 9 and 1. 4 checks.
Sure.
9 checks. 1 checks.
We're back to 4 card here, and already to the turn with Mr. Black in the lead.
Still got cards though. Alright.
By virtue of the ace-king, basically, there's nothing else there. Yeah, ace-high.
Well, he's got 2
Oh, he's
pair.
got the 5. He's got 2 pairs, excuse me.
Yep, but
2 pair.
I mean, still, in Omaha, it's almost like it, ace high and hold 'em. I'll tell you that much. That doesn't, not too
Oh, my
often. That's
goodness.
a gift. That's
Yeah.
a gift. You should feel good, Mr. Black. It's always nice when you get a couple hands like that where you don't expect to win, especially in 4 card.
Dennis Scriven is watching. He says the smack talk tomorrow back there in Fort Wayne will be deafening between Richie and Mr. Jacobs. So they've got their fan base here in Fort Wayne watching us tonight, checking it out, and I hope that is making some more fans for us. If you are interested in playing these live streams, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday nights, let us know. Give us a call. Get your name on the list, on the schedule.
You know, enough's enough, Vic. I got to call this person out. You know,
They said we're losing viewers. Get
even though
following.
she's one of the nicest women I've ever met in my life, Tenley is trolling me now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Dom's fave, King Jack.
What are you other pups
Tenley,
doing? What's going on?
do not act like Tim Yeager, okay? You are better than that. You do not need to act like Tim Yeager, Tenley. I expected more from you. Oh, I hate the King Jack.
Tim was watching earlier. I don't know if he still is. You know, he's got to go to bed early now
I
these
expect
days.
more from Tenley, though. I have higher standards for Tenley. I have a lot higher standards for Tenley than Tim. Let's just say that, even though they both begin with the T. The dreaded King Jack.
Popeye here. I see a raise coming out with the Kings,
It's 35, 140, 150.
and I believe he's going to bet the pot.
Oh, yeah. Boost
Raise
it up.
Raise it up to 150. That's a 3-bet.
We got a couple nice hands to play for some money here.
Oh, and Mr. Jacobs now wakes up with aces.
Big hand alert. Big hand alert.
Big hand alert. Hit the alarm. Bang the gong.
And look at Zach's hand. Pocket 8, 7, 6 with spades also. I mean, there's multiple hands here that want to play for a large pot.
And he's going to raise that up to 425 now.
Is he taking it down?
He is taking it down. Wow. Yeah, the Fort Wayne trash talk is going to be even louder, I think, now.
And there it is. Our Super Satellite, that's Tuesday, May 30th, and Friday, June 2nd. That's an $80 buy-in and can get you a seat into our $425 satellite. Now, our satellite right here for our 10,000 WSOP main event seat plus a $2,500 travel expense, that is going on June 3rd at 1 p.m. Also, on Fridays, we have our satellite. We have 2 left where you can play, and with that, not only win money for first, second, and third cash that night, but you can get in with bonus chips. Bonus chips.
Yeah.
For these where you have an advantage over the rest of the field in this satellite. So you can win money, get bonus chips, get an advantage, playing on our Fridays. You can get in for cheaper with our super satellites here. And then for our main satellite on June 3rd, have a chance to win a $10,000 WSOP main event seat plus $2,500 in travel expenses. And Marissa is going to personally gift wrap a swag sweepstakes of all reserve gear. You will have a full entourage of reserve swag that's not even up there right now. And you know what? Marissa might even put a bow on it. I'm gonna volunteer her to go and find a pretty bow for that.
She might.
So a lot going on, a lot of excitement. We want to see someone from the reserve smack that sucker.
Yeah.
For millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
Yes.
Eric
I
Mavis.
mean millions.
Eric Mavis, just getting back to another subject, and that's Terry Schaefer coming to town. Eric says, "Bring that donkey and play on the stream with us."
Oh yeah,
I'll be talking. Terry, you got to send me the dates you're going to be here and what night might work for you to play, because we want to definitely have a Terry Schaefer night. But all eyes are on that June 3rd. So there's a number of ways to get there, to get to June 3rd. Number one being you just buy in for $425. The other way is that if you've already played in a couple of our 2 Friday nights, and there's 2 more left, you hit 3 of those out of the 4, and you're in. You win one of the top 10, and you earn some points on those Friday nights. It will equal additional chips when you play on that June.
Nice little
3rd.
advantage.
Yeah, nice little advantage.
I believe each point is worth 5,000 in chips, correct?
Yes, that's right. And Sherry, who's won 2 of them back to back. She's starting out that June 3rd tournament with $70K. And now we're heads up here.
8-7-3, couple of clubs.
Queens are ahead right now, Mr. Black. And he's going to bet 200 with those queens. Really good flop for queens or jacks. Zell's got the jacks, and he's going to make the call.
Yeah, he's got pocket jacks. He's got a gut shot. He's got an 8.
Oh, the turn. Sorry, to the turn.
3 doesn't do much. Actually, if anything, that really helps Mr. Black.
300.
But Zell's going to bet out 300, which is going to be an all-in situation here for Josh Black. Josh Black minus the sunglasses.
Yeah, it looks like we have over 1,100 in the middle.
Oh, and he hits his 8. And, oh, man. Wow.
Nice hand, Zell, man.
That's a big hand for Zell.
The unfortunate card for Mr. Black. Very unfortunate card for him.
Yeah.
Nice hand by Zell, though. Getting there on the river. He's up to 1,500.
Alright, 10 under the gun.
And it just shows you how one card makes a huge difference of your whole life. Maybe not your whole life, that's a little too deep, but your whole night.
Yeah.
Right there, I mean, like I said, Mr. Black would have been up to about, 1,200, ready to zoom on up. And Zell hits it. Now Zell up to 1,500. Got a chance to really start making some big money. One more double up to 3K.
As Armando points out, the river giveth, then the river taketh away. Now Daniel here.
30, 730. 9 makes it.
Oh, look at that hand by Zell. I think every PLO player loves this hand.
Oh, man.
You get a little bit of everything. You get the low
Yep.
flop and the high flop and the big draws.
Yep.
King, this is the only time I like King Jack. Ace, King, Jack, 5, double suited. Where you got the
Double suited.
diamonds and the spades. Like I said, you can hit low flops. You can hit high flops. You can hit draws. I mean, you got a little bit of everything right here. And Dan, another nice hand. Ace, Queen, 10-9. Has the clubs. Off to a flop. King, 4, deuce.
And it really hits Zell quite well.
Oh, yeah.
And
like I said, for Dan, it's a blessing in disguise.
yep, does not hit Dan at all. Time to get out of there. Time to get out of that hand.
How'd you do it?
Yeah, it was shit.
Listen, I've seen Zell play in the dark, and I've never seen him do it.
Next time, can you tell me you're gonna bet the guys on the flops like it's full pre-flop?
The only guy I've seen get in for $30, $100 barrels, and on the last one, running up to 7K.
Alright, guys, 20. Yeah, so 1 is Zach now. Yep, and then no one should be inside. And then we got 20 on the button.
20 on the button. We have definitely seen the button straddle getting juiced up since they got some food in the tum-tum. Little num-num in the tum-tum.
Now that their blood sugar is better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I know Zell doesn't mind it. He loves to play.
Oh.
He let go of that one, though.
Neil
Zell is
Brinkman
great
says,
for the
let's
game.
go, Dan. Thanks, Neil.
1 raises to 60.
Nice to have
Neil
you
in
here.
there.
Yeah.
2 calls. 4 calls.
Neil was having some fun playing cards last night.
Yes, he was.
And Dan, who you're seeing here, was playing at his table. And the troll game was strong. Like Luke in the Force in Star Wars.
So 4-handed here going into this flop. Pot's at 262 right now.
5, deuce, 4.
1 checks.
I see top 2 for Dingus.
1 check.
Mr. Jacobs. It's a very nice hand also. Top pair,
175.
open-ended straight draw. King is another out for a higher 2 pair with the 5-4. I mean, we got action here.
Mm-hmm.
And Rich looks like he just wants to gamble. Why not? You got around 3K in front of you. Dingus playing a little pot control. Also with 2 collars. Kind of weary if someone's slow playing.
Nice pot.
Yeah. And there's a 4 Dingus boating up.
Boating up for Dingus.
Yeah.
Wow. That's the thing with PLO, man. The fortunes can change quickly in this game.
Yes, sir.
300. 600.
Here, Mr. Jacobs has a gut shot straight flush draw. He needs a 3 of spades. Or, I'm sorry, 3 of clubs. Why do I keep mixing up the clubs and spades tonight? I even got sleep. I feel fresh today.
Yeah. Get
I even mowed the lawn.
Get this man a bourbon. Get it.
I mowed the lawn today.
Yeah.
Got a good workout in.
You're in need of a bourbon. Now, Mr. Jacobs is open-ended here. Trying to figure out if with the pre-flop action, the pre-flop raising that was going on. But both of these Fort Wayne guys get out of there. Dingus takes down this pot.
You know, I want to take this time, too, to just thank you for what you just said. If you guys would have heard the frustration in my voice, and Vic gave the same tone of voice if I seriously needed medical attention when he suggested the bourbon. I mean, if you would have just heard the tone of voice in Vic, it was exactly the same. If I really needed medical attention right now, he said, get that man a bourbon with the same monotone, the same tone, the same pitch, the same delivery.
Yeah.
It was truly genuine.
Get the paddles.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Vic.
This man's having a heart attack. Get the paddles.
Yes, sir. All right, back to the action here. Looks like Zell's gonna button straddle. Looks like 20. Or is that 25, Vic? I'm having a tough time.
I think it's
deciphering
20.
that. I think I'm gonna go with 20 also.
Yep.
Dingus first to act. Jack 10 9 3 has some diamonds. Not good enough, especially with everyone behind him. Says no, thank you.
Fold.
Yeah, positions everything in Omaha.
4 raises to 75.
All right, there's a two-suited hand for Richie Rich. Mystery hand for Dan. Let's it go. Zell's going to bump this up as well he should. That's a good-looking hand.
And like I said, there's certain times around the table in certain positions you play pot control pre-flop. And there's certain times you get aggressive, like we talked about earlier at the cutoff and at the button, and you've seen it again.
Yeah, and here comes Richie Rich. He wants to see this flop. So we're heads up.
9, ace, 6, couple of hearts.
Not only
Richie Rich.
Yeah, look at Richie Rich
Flush
here.
draw. Then Zell hitting his ace. By the way, Richie Rich has an open-ended straight draw with his hearts.
Yes.
I mean, he is in the lead right now. You see percentage-wise of winning this hand currently. Do you think he repops? Just tries to get it in there? I mean, he bet 400. He's only got 967 behind. We'll wait and see.
He has a bold table persona. He plays strong, but he's just going to flat this, see what comes.
And there it is.
There's the straight.
Huge card for Richie Rich.
No help to Zell at all.
All past 12 times. 12 times, but. Yep.
I don't know if Zell's going to call this with just one pair. But he is drawing dead. Still got 967 in front of him also. It's going to hurt, but frustrated. But he's a good player.
Slow down and run the offense.
And he lets it go.
Yep. Nothing really else for him to draw to besides just having top pair.
He had a great hand pre-flop though. He was doing all the right things, building up a pot.
So Richie Rich is going to be our new chip leader here with 3.6, followed by Popeye and Mr. Jacobs, our 3 Fort Wayne players, brand new to this live stream here at the Reserve Poker Room in Toledo, Ohio. I know they've got quite a fan base out there watching them tonight. And to you new viewers, it's not common for us to be shorter handed here like this. We've had a couple of cancellations tonight. Things are kind of out of our control in that regard, but typically we got a nice full table. We have seen, despite the shorter table, a lot of great action. So if you want to join us sometime, please give us a call and get on the list. Let us know what dates you can play.
So 6 called to 10, 7 fold, 9 call option.
You guys all 3 for 4 wins?
Are they still?
So 4 ways coming in here. Mr. Jacobs with the 2 suited.
Queen, king, queen.
Check.
Just as I say that, Mr. Jacobs hits a couple of queens to go with his. They're going to check it around.
There's a jack.
Never played in a tournament, almost.
Check. Check.
Also brings in a diamond draw.
For Dan.
Dan and Dingus both have diamonds. And Dan
Dan's got the bigger.
hits it. Hits the flush.
But
Oh, I'm sorry. That
Queen
also
8.
gave. Yeah.
Full house now for Mr. Jacobs.
Sometimes Omaha, there's so much going on. You gotta relook at it.
Yeah.
And yeah. Mr. Jacobs with a check mark hits a boat.
Just a mild bet here of $35.
Yep.
And Daniel's going to make the call and see that full house.
I think it's a little no soup for you.
Yep. Talk about what's coming up this week. Of course, tonight they're just finishing up, or not quite finishing up, but they've got the Thursday night $80 buy-in tournament. Tomorrow night, WSOP main event qualifier. So this is a qualifier. So you play in 3 out of the 4 Fridays this month, and then you are automatically in for the main event, our main event, which is June 3rd. You place in the top 10, and you earn points.
10 on the button.
And right now we've got individual, one of our regulars, Sherry, who won back-to-back, and so now she's starting stack on June 3rd with $70,000. Buy into that tournament on June 3rd for $425.
Yeah, he wants to go.
Or we've got 2 satellites, satellite for the satellite coming up this week for $80 to win your way into a seat. So those $80 buy-in tournaments twice this week. 1 seat given for every $425 that's in the pot, in the prize pool.
I'll say if Tenley's still watching, by the way, Tenley, if you're out there, I want to see you in one of those satellites and get a chance to go to that WSOP. She loves playing poker.
Check.
I think it would be a riot to see her go in the Vegas.
So Popeye now hits top pair.
Yeah, with a gut shot.
That's 40.
Richie Rich is going to fire out with his ace-jack offsuit.
Yeah, it never hurts when you hit top pair and you get a gut shot straight draw to go along with it.
7 calls.
Popeye calls the 40. Zach gets out of the way. And now Mr. Jacobs with his pocket nines gives him a gut shot.
Call.
Unfortunately, if he hits a 9 here,
Ace of diamonds.
ace of diamonds now.
Big card right there for
Yeah.
Richie Rich. Gets a commanding lead. And not only that, his gut shot's better than everybody's.
Come
Yeah.
on, Steve, we've been rooting for it. Get back
Popeye
in.
has the same
Check.
one, but along with his, he gets top pair with it. I'll see your gut shot top pair, and I'll raise you a better top pair with the gut shot.
All right, check around.
Check around to the
card.
river.
And there is a 9.
Wow.
For Mr. Jacobs.
Check.
Boy, he got...
Check.
I want to know if he's going to stay out of harm's way here with this set. I mean, there is multiple players in the hand, so most likely he's got to sniff something out. Obviously, both Richie and Popeye hit their straight with that 9, but
yeah,
man, what a card though that you can get paid off on if they keep it. And look at 200, not too crazy.
the thing is, there's a chance here that Richie Rich comes over the top of Popeye rather than calling. In the meantime, I don't blame Mr. Jacobs for taking a long look at this.
It's frustrating. You know, you hit your set on the river. There's a 4-card straight out there. There's 2 other players in the hand. And sometimes when you got a lot of money in front of you, too, you make calls that you normally wouldn't make. And I think this is one of those cases where he's going to make a call he normally wouldn't make.
Yep,
There it
came
is.
over the top. King Jack is the nuts here. None of them have that, but you know, Richie Rich is I don't know if he's necessarily trying to represent that or he just believes that he is ahead.
I won't be surprised if Popeye just smooth calls here because if you read Popeye, you're only getting called with either a chop or a hand that beats you. There's not much more to gain.
Right.
I said he's hoping to catch a bluff
There's
here.
a call.
So he's hoping for it, but he's going to see a chop pot. Both players are going to win some money.
Straight and straight.
Yeah, there's about 300 in there, about 150 each will go to each player. There's the updated chip count.
Richie Rich, Popeye, Mr. Jacobs. Our 3 brand new members here at the Reserve Poker Club coming over from Fort Wayne, where they play on a regular basis at the Elks Charity. They've been playing there for a number of years with each other.
We need to get a rally for Dan, by the way. I want to see Dan get some life. I believe in Dan. He's a good player. Can we change his name to Daniel Son? Can we get a rally? It's kind of like a rally monkey in baseball where you flip the hat inside out. Maybe the Daniel Son, the Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid, can propel Dan from getting a rush of cards here. I believe in Daniel Son. Mr. Wizard, if you can do that, we got to do something for Danielson. We got to change the momentum. He's been playing patient though. I mean, here's the thing.
He has
cards. He bought in for about 600. He's been going between 300 and 700, battling, staying patient, just waiting for maybe that half an hour where you get a little rush.
Got Mick 2022. These 3 are the biggest winners at the Elks for sure. Is that what that says?
Yeah,
Screen is
saying they can play some poker. Well, we're seeing some good poker from them.
Yeah,
definitely respect their game.
and they've got a fan base. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Greatly appreciated, as I've said in the past. Mick 2022 says play with them very often. Well, come and join it. Come and join us sometime, Mick 2022.
And not to mention, they've been given some of the best hands tonight. Richie Rich, like I said earlier, Richie Rich and Mr. Jacobs have been going at it. And probably about 5 or 6 hands with the good-sized pots. Back and forth, trying to get the best of each other, definitely for bragging rights when they get home. But they're definitely duking it out. I mean, they're smiling at each other right now, but they're trying to take each other's chips.
Yeah.
Let's not get it twisted here.
Because it was kind of weird. You check it and it's like
Fold. Actually, no, I had the ace of spades. That's why that's flop. I had the jack of spades. One fold. Oops. Probably turned half. 2 raises.
Wrong spade.
Wrong spade.
And we're going to raise it to 30 with the 10-9. And Richie Rich says, copy that. I'll see your 10-9 and give you Jack 10. Zell still in the lead pre-flop with his ace high.
And he hits his ace.
Yeah, right in the door. There we go.
Middle pair
Top
for Mr.
pair.
Jacobs.
Little C-bet action from Mr. Jacobs. I think Zell's going to definitely keep him honest here. Yep, flopping top pair. Heads up.
Can't do that all the time. Sure.
And now Zell picking up a gut shot straight draw with his top pair.
And they both check it.
And there it is.
There it is.
Oh, he laid the trap.
He laid the
Mr.
trap,
Jacobs did not bite.
and it did not snap. The trap did not snap.
Because if I think of a chop, then my raise was super strong. Right. No, but if I think that we're a chop, we have perfect. That's what you thought.
Yeah, Zell probably hoping they had complete air. Mr. Jacobs did have some showdown value with that pair of 9s. Probably hoping he had king, queen, maybe king, jack along those lines, and he would fire, trying to steal. Always love that element in poker. When do you bet? When do you give them a little rope and see if they take it?
But that's a better hand because what hand can he show up with king jack that doesn't have a spade?
The balance of all balances.
That's just in some ways.
Looks like Dan's going to button straddle for $10. And look at that. In the batter's box. Taking his practice swings. There's Zell with the bullets.
What is he thinking about?
He's got the goods.
Gonna raise it up.
You gotta raise a quarter, seat 9, 10 folds.
I'm from Missouri, you gotta show me.
So far, everyone's got garbage.
Yeah,
Other than Dan, I mean, Dan does have a weak ace.
and it's just 15 for him to complete. He was straddling on the button.
15, seat 9.
Yeah, I don't think Dan would be in there. If he didn't already have 10 in, it was only 15 to call. And yeah, not the flop you wanted.
Oh.
The only bit of dark.
They let you have a hand number down then, huh?
That's for real. I've seen him do it almost every single time.
Yeah.
Dollar Bill is watching.
Oh, really?
Derek's watching again, and Shimmy.
That way,
That was
Shimmy, get in the game.
Still hadn't looked at his cards at all.
Come on over, Shimmy.
I was about to say, Shimmy's got to see a couple stacks with over 3K. He's probably
That was in one blow.
making sure his beard game is strong, like always. Probably getting some Michigan gear ready. Stretching. Probably does those football stretches that you used to do, you know, when you'd count to 10. Probably claps by himself before he plays poker. I could see Shimmy doing that.
Saying it's gonna be the final.
Zell, another strong hand here.
Option, checks.
All right. Zell's disguising his hand, ace queen suited in clubs. And there it is, right in the window.
Not much for Popeye there.
Nope.
9 bets 50.
Yeah, with the straight and the flush card hitting on the turn. No more free ones. Just can't be too sure. Make him pay for it. Takes it down, on to the next one.
Yeah, hey, can we get some beer chips? Sorry, they were taking I wish someone could do
Looks like we got a chip request from Paul. More money being added to the table. Always music to every other player's ears other than the person adding on.
Why don't you just have Marissa just have Daniel hold 100 and then if he sells them, we can bring the 100 back? Does that work? Daniel can be our
Might be might be looking for some more blue chips. I'm not sure
Oh, there we go.
what that conversation is.
Good news for the dealers.
Yeah.
Players always take great care of the dealers here.
Alright, so
King
we
Jack
got
of
2
clubs.
folds, 4 pops.
Uh-oh.
Dan's gonna come back
The
to
nemesis
I
hand.
thought I was gonna write it up.
Be careful, Richie Rich.
Fold around exact.
He might not get any challengers. Yeah, not a lot there.
No, there
Walk it
wasn't
out.
really. No. That's what happens in this game.
Now, if Tenley's watching Tenley, that wasn't because of the strength of King Jack. That was because no one had a hand.
Hey, do you mind throwing a black for those blue chips and we can kind of sell them all? Yeah. Do you mind doing that?
Well, what if he wants to
Got to
have-
poke fun at my girl Tenley. She always watches the show. Tenley always appreciate the support, tuning in.
Alright,
She tells people about our live stream also.
Yeah, 10 on the button.
Really supportive.
And then if you don't use them, you can catch them back in.
Makes excellent food, by the
Yeah,
way.
he's gonna buy 100 that way. He can just
I can go for some Tenley cooking any day.
see. You already got it first sale. Just mark them up a little bit. Alright, 10 on the button. Alright, we got 40 and
100?
I'll take this over to Zell and get your 20.
22. He needs 10%. Fold, fold, fold. 40. Alright, call 40.
Whoop, there it is. Heads up action.
Both with the spades.
Yep, King High still in the lead.
Not much for either one of these two players, but we'll see who fires out.
Trying to tilt me?
Kind of thing where who blinks first, and Zell blinks first, folds his hand. Zach takes that down.
And he gets the button.
Yeah, see, now he's the best.
And he straddles.
Come on, Zach.
Oh, yes. There he
Ooh,
is.
I love it.
Absolutely. Danielson.
Danielson.
Trained by Mr. Miyagi.
Wow.
Oh, there's the Chateau. What a segue into the Chateau Luis with Mr. Miyagi and Danielson. And speaking of craftiness, the top Long Island destination in this area, the Chateau Luis restaurant, located by the shores of Lake Erie in Luna Pier, Michigan, has been serving your favorites for 89 years. Freshly renovated by the new owners in 2018, the girls continue to bring you your favorites that you've loved, like the perch sandwich, fried clams, and green pepper rings. They have favorites like the walleye burger, filet mignon, flatbreads, and the homemade desserts. Live band on Fridays and Saturdays, Vic.
Yeah.
On the new porch.
Yeah, so that's a good segue because they've got quite a lineup tomorrow night with Jeff Stewart and Jake Paluski and Nicole Corey. That's a superstar lineup right there. We've had Nicole here and Jeff Stewart on the featured artist of the week. But yeah, that's another great reason to go tomorrow night, Chateau Louise.
Yeah, sometimes I just wait until like the flop or something. And then if they don't.
And there is a flush draw for Popeye and
Check.
a pair of 9s. There also is 2 pair for Zach. So we got some potential here, folks.
45, see.
And each player gets a little bit of something he likes.
Oh.
Oh, there is the flush.
Check.
There's the clubs.
And by the way,
Down to 1.
also gives him 2 pair with the 9-5,
105.
drawing to a full house.
Well,
I'm not really kidding.
nice, sure.
Popeye's got to take another look,
Bad at the right side.
confirm that he's got those clubs.
I was thinking they were live, but then
Call.
He's got it. Already got the flush, and he's got a full house draw.
And there's a jack. Locks it up for Popeye. As long as he doesn't fold. Let's see what Jack does. Yep, Zach is going to, he's going to check it over.
Zach still with 2 pair.
Yeah, he might be sniffing
Check.
this out, though.
Oh.
Yeah, he played it right.
He did. Yep, good check.
Limit the damage.
Who's the minimum?
And Popeye up to 3,700, tying Richie Rich.
Mr. Jacobs still at 2K or better.
Yep, looks like we're having a dealer change. Mr. Eddie's coming in.
Mr. Eddie. Sir Eddie.
Eddie's the man.
He is.
Hooked me up with a Sweet Lions jersey a month or 2 ago. I'll give him another shout out for that, Eddie. I appreciate it.
Ricky Billow asking who's commentating on Saturday. Can't wait to play.
I'll be here.
Calling up my schedule right here real quick. And
I think it's either you or Jamal.
is it?
It's either you or Jamal. Looking at the schedule right now.
Yeah. What is it? The 20th? It's you and me again, buddy.
Boom. Boom,
Yeah.
shot clock. I knew it was either you or Jamal.
Dom and I will be in here Saturday night. It's our regular Joe. 1-3 no limit hold'em cash game. Starting at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock?
Yes, sir. 6
Yeah.
to 10 o'clock.
6 to 10.
I'll be here in the morning dealing some Texas Hold'em in our $60 buy-in tournament.
Yeah, let's go over that real quick as soon as this hand is over. What we got coming
That's
over.
a great tournament at 1 o'clock. You play, it's a cheap buy-in tournament. You play from 1 o'clock, usually gets done by 5 or 6. Right before the other tournament starts, you can win around $600. We usually pay about 6 or 7 spots. A lot of new Texas Hold'em players play it also, so if you're learning the game, it's a great time to come in. It's a laid-back atmosphere on Saturday morning when we got there. I love the vibe in the room.
Yeah.
On Saturday morning when we're there.
Before read, this is Friday them.
Usually have Steven the Wizard running the floor.
Yep.
Got Kara and Pat and actually Eddie, who's dealing right now. That's the normal crew on Saturday morning with myself dealing that tournament. It's good to talk to the players too.
9 bets 3 1/4.
Yeah, Zell in the lead.
Zell is in the lead here.
It's queen 6, top 2 pair. Mr. Jacobs, though, has a gut shot straight draw. He has the nut flush draw. And he gets there.
He does
the
get
river.
there with the flush.
Zell can't be too excited seeing that heart. Yeah, he's shaking his head already.
Yeah, he's
checking.
not happy with that. And I'd be surprised. Well, it does pair the board, but be surprised if
Bets 300.
he does put a bet out. 300. Giving Zell something to think about. And he makes a call. Hit the flush. Nice pot there for Mr. Jacobs. Taking that down. Mr. Jacobs now close to 3,000.
Let's not forget how amazing just that Daniel son right there. Seeing his trainer,
Yeah,
Mr. Miyagi.
Finish him with the mixer.
his mentor, his
Not a lot of people can say they were trained in dealing poker from
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi himself.
right, his mentor, his spiritual guide, his
You remember how he caught the fly?
fashion.
He could catch the flies just like that.
Yeah,
Quarter.
gives Daniel his fashion sense as well.
Quarter. Yep, now it's
So yeah, Saturday morning, or Saturday 1 o'clock tournament. No limit hold'em, $40 buy-in at 1 p.m.
That's right.
That's a $40 buy-in. You start with 30,000 in chips, and it's 15-minute levels. Late entry through the eighth level.
Yeah,
At the
40
beginning of the
bucks.
ninth round, the late entries are over with, as well as the re-entries.
You could turn $40 in the 600. That's been around first place.
6 folds.
And we have the satellite for the 40K.
Wizard, you're a little light on there. If you could come back and tell us.
50. 10 folds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the satellite later in that day. I believe that's what the Wizard was talking about after that $40 buy-in at nighttime.
Yes. Yes, now I see what he meant. Yep, I've got it here on the reservepoker.com. You have any questions? Don't trust me, don't believe me, or you think I'm having a senior moment, just look it up there.
Yeah, and by the way, it was $50 pre-flop. We got 3 players of the flop. Jack 9-6, couple of clubs.
9 bets, 100.
Zell still currently in the lead.
With his queens.
There's an overpair to the board. He's coming out firing. Not slow playing it.
He's pressing them out right now. 100.
Yeah, and Mr. Jacobs and Richie Rich all have red also.
Yeah.
Not what you're looking for when there's 2 clubs.
So, great day for poker on Saturday. Come in and play 2. Play the $40 buy-in. Stick around then for a $65 buy-in, which is a satellite into our 40,000 black chip.
Yeah, there it
brownie
is right
tournament. There it is.
Oh,
Yep.
that'll be Saturday at 6 p.m. And like I said, get a tune-up. Get a tune-up. Come in at 1 o'clock. $40. Play for 4 hours, maybe 5 tops. They'll get done between 5 and 6 o'clock, right when that starts, or right before. You win $600. And like I said, that usually we've been paying 7 spots in that. So pretty much, if you make the final table, you're in good shape and making some money.
Yeah.
We're getting 3 of the 4 tables going.
And the taser.
We'll usually have a 50-50 draw too, if you like that D-Gen gamble in you. Who doesn't like that?
Who doesn't like that? Got to be in for the 50-50.
And you get Kara and Pat dealing to you. I mean, come on.
4 folds. And
Pat Connolly says, yeah, Saturday morning tournament's always a fun game.
Yes, sir, Pat. Just gave you and the wife a shout out.
6 bets, 20.
I enjoy working with them.
9 calls. That's how we buy all these.
Yeah, 7, Jack 6, couple of clubs out there.
Wow, look at all the clubs out there.
Yeah.
Woo! And the Jack of Spades comes out.
Yeah, Zell looking really strong right now.
Very strong.
And 4-3 hits the straight for Zell. He hits the gut shot.
Jeez.
And he dodges.
Doesn't
clubs.
even need the Jack.
9 bets, 20.
The beauty of Omaha. You're playing your trips, then all of a sudden you use 2 cards, not involving the 3 of a kind. There's our updated chip count right there. As you see some chips going towards Zell's way. Pawing back, he's at 485.
Did you bring this caramello bar in here tonight, or has this been sitting here for a few days?
I think that's him sitting there. I thought you brought it in.
I thought you brought it in. Well, I'm going to stop being polite. I'm going to open this thing up and get some sugar going in me.
There you go.
Might have been brought in here by...
Don't feel bad. They ate all my
Jamal.
Skittles that I left. That was an unopened thing of Skittles
Now
right
that-
there, and there's only like 5 left.
Yeah, that wasn't me. I'm
75.
not a Skittles kind of guy. I like the chocolate. I
Oh, I
like
don't
the
mind
caramel.
sharing.
I like the peanut M&Ms.
Tenfold.
Yeah, no.
Zell is
mind
a
sharing.
big Zell is a big fan of peanut M&Ms, and right now he's got 10s.
Little fact about Zell too, at the vending machine, he likes to get the lifesavers.
Oh, and
He's a lifesaver guy. Those are OG right there. And we
Yeah.
got 3 players going to the flop here for 75 apiece. And there's the board, 6, king 4, a couple of diamonds.
Mr. Jake has got the king.
And yeah, I was going to say, not only that, but he has an open and a straight draw with the 7-5. Got a little bit of everything there. And Zell also has the same straight draw with 10s.
Two makes it
No one has diamonds, so the flush draw isn't real. Now the players don't know that, we do.
9's all in. Four footed. Yep.
And Zell's going to be in great shape. Oh, I'm sorry. I mixed up hands. I thought Zell for a second had the king queen. He's got 10s. He's going to be a little bit behind here. He's going to hope for a chop pot or a 10, and he can scoop.
You got spades back to him. And he's really lucky.
Yeah, he could get runner spades also.
He might steal a fucking 10 ball on your ass. And I have one.
There's an ace. Does nothing. And a 5. King 5 for Mr. Jacobs. 2 pair. Takes it down.
Yeah, you think about all the big hands that can happen in Omaha, and you take it down with king 5.
You want to close it just almost? It's just 6-handed. Ask Jim, and they make it all Omaha if the whole table agrees. If they want all Omaha, if the whole table agrees. Is Jim okay with that?
Got a request. Got a request from the table here to go strictly to Omaha instead of round by round, and they're not going to go in that direction. They're going to continue with.
I prefer no one, but you guys don't.
Nope, he's
They're
paid.
going to continue.
Stop it.
There's one for each.
Stop it down there.
Yeah, we can play.
So round by round. Yep.
Always one guy.
Hey, we come on this way. I want to play both.
Yep, shot down.
Hey, Ray,
Yes, that was
you know how many miles it is to walk?
So you two are the. You guys play all the time together. But what do you play all the time when you play
This game.
This game, round by round, but it ends up turning into PLO.
At the end of the night.
Pretty
Just like,
much.
just like this.
Just like this, everyone's like, let's just switch it to PLO.
Just like, well, sometimes midway through the day.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Gambling hour.
let's just play it.
Round 2.
So Popeye saying he prefers to have it round by round. Richie Rich pushing for hoping for all PLO. Apparently, if they were to
Full forward.
suggest that they finish the night with a tournament, that would definitely turn Richie Rich off. Apparently, he's a cash game only player.
Yes.
Do that, right?
Popeye raises it to 20 with ace, queen, jack 9. Has a couple spades.
10 calls. One full.
Yeah, when I'm playing Omaha, like I've said it in past streams, I really do prefer 6-handed. That's my favorite.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah. Only 7.
most cash games I like 7-handed really. Maybe it goes back to my days of playing 7-card stud.
Yeah, when I'm playing now tournament, obviously you want a full table because you're in the blind.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
But yeah, when I'm playing cash, I definitely like 6-7-handed. Seem to get more hands out. You don't always have to have the nuts. Do a little bit more position raising.
I know it was 9-2 next time I look.
Neil Brinkman is saying that he's officially lifting the curse on Dan. So we'll see if Dan starts getting some hands and some pots here.
I'm rooting for him.
Now that Neil has lifted the curse, which I think he put on him last night while they were playing in the tournament here.
I mean, Neil lifted the curse. We got his predecessor, Mr. Miyagi. We're behind you, Dan the man.
Trying to get him some mojo going.
Wasn't a while back they were.
Said he's been pretty card dead. But he's still grinding. Hasn't done anything stupid.
They were talking about that some of those midnight that they were actually getting paid to dump games and because of betting on it.
Oh, look at Mr. Jacobs.
You can get me every time.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause it
right
was
behind
all like
Zach.
the, like,
Zach
200
might even
stuff
bump it
that
up
they were
here.
playing, you
Yep.
know, some little-
Makes it 30.
I'm taking that pretty much.
See how Mr. Jacobs plays this. And he's just going to see a flop.
They told me to give me 1,500 if I came in here and dumped.
Daniel was all hearts, so he gets out of there. Popeye comes in
Yeah,
for
we're
the
seeing all
ride.
the aces out there. So
Three
Mr.
suited.
Jacobs basically drawn to a straight or a flush.
Rainbow board there.
Yeah, Queen 10 for Popeye, top two.
7 bets 100.
Yeah, nice flop for him.
Pretty easy for Dingus to get away from that.
Yeah, Zach with top pair and an open-ended straight draw, though. He's probably going to see another card. Yep, he's coming in. And, you know, like I said, he doesn't know his aces are dead. Four clubs. No one has the flush draw.
Nope. It's going to make Popeye feel a little bit better about his hand, even more so here. Rag comes out like that. He's got two pair. Got 420 in the pot. 210.
7 bets 400.
400. Okay. Very strong bet. I believe he's just going to be able to take it down here with this bet.
Yeah, I like that bet by Popeye.
Mr. Jacobs is pretty sick about not hitting this hand as strongly with the flop.
Well, Popeye's not getting cute right here also, you know. Just trying to bet the pot, take down what's there.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else you're going to ask for other than a 4 right there. I mean, the only hand you're worried about is literally pocket 4s, and it's highly unlikely anyone has that.
Before I forget, I got to send a text reminder out to Terry Schaefer.
Yeah, Spencer Jacobs says, Fort Wayne boys cleaning up the table, and yes, they are, Spencer.
Yeah, gutter.
If you never said 10, I probably have ahead of you.
And there's our 40K guaranteed black chip bounty tournament Saturday, May 27th at noon. $340 buy-in, 40K in starting stacks, 30-minute levels, late entry until level 9, and $100 bounties. Every time you knock someone out, you get $100.
$10.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I'm probably ahead
Oh,
of
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, then I had a lot of.
I like it a lot. We were talking about this on Tuesday night here with Jamal, and he was trying to come up with a strategy of calling in sick and then coming incognito somehow to play in that tournament.
Yeah?
How much he wants to play in that tournament,
Yeah, Queen Mariana wasn't sure.
that bounty tournament.
Yeah, figures.
If there's anyone that can pull it off, it's Jamal.
No, it's
He could get creative.
Yeah.
no, the one's on in C1.
Yeah, that's a Memorial Day weekend, right? The Saturday before
Yes.
Memorial Day.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
That's
will
our
not
Memorial
be,
Day celebration.
I will
tournament.
not be around.
Yep, 9 days.
Sure.
A
All
week,
right, now
a
4
week
makes
from
it
the
4.
Saturday.
All right, 6 folds.
And you look at the great weather we got coming our way this week. Clear skies, 80 degrees for a few days in a row. Be really nice if that would stretch out into the weekend for everybody.
1 call. 2 call.
Yep, 3 players. Memorial Day, always a time to pay respects to those who couldn't make it back home. Feeling thankful for the freedoms we have in this great country. Couple of 9s with a jack, couple of
4
spades.
25. 1 fold.
Yeah, Richie Rich with the semi-bluff with his gut shot straight draw. See if Mr. Jacobs is a non-believer. Oh, he believes him. Again, Richard Rich with the semi-bluff. Takes it down. Popeye up to 4K. Yeah, there it is. There's our 10K guarantee. Salute the Service Free Roll Tournament. That's going to be July 1st at 1 p.m. That's going to be the week, the Saturday right before 4th of July. $0 buy-in, 25K in starting stacks, 20-minute levels, $100 re-entry. But like I said, it won't cost anything, guys. Show up. We're going to be able to take care of you. Just have a good time. 25K starting stacks, 10K guarantee free roll. Thank you for your service. We appreciate you guys. Right around the holiday where we celebrate our independence.
7 folds, 10 folds.
That's all for a very good cause. We'll start taking donations for that anytime you want. If you know of some local or bigger companies in the area that would like to donate, let us know, please. They're having some fun now. In anticipation for the ride home, Richie Rich is ahead with ace-10. But Mr. Jacobs got position on him and is going to go ahead and fire. And that's enough to take it down. Not sure if he showed him the ace or showed him the 7.
Like I said, if you know any companies too that are down to donate for the free roll, please get a hold of the reserve. Gladly take any support. I know I'll be getting after that. Vic, I might have to ask you to use your knowledge. I know you know a lot of the bars in the bar scene. Maybe you can go around at a couple of those bars, see if they're willing to donate for that free roll.
Yeah.
You're the Don Juan of the music scene, so I know you probably have a lot of relationships with
see if we can
a
get
couple
some,
of their places.
See if we can get some gift cards going our way.
4 makes it.
We need money for the prize pool.
And a fold.
We want to get some donations going. Very good cause.
There's the chip count.
Your big blind, Megan.
Sure.
Turn on the button. Yep.
Yeah, we're probably shutting things down here in about an hour, maybe a little less. We got a little late start here tonight. And this has been our Thursday night 2-5 round by round.
7 makes it 35. 10 folds.
Happy to invite to welcome our 3 new members, our 3 new players from Fort Wayne. Popeye, Mr. Jacobs,
2
Richie
makes it
Rich,
100. 4 folds. Fold.
Pocket Nines comes out with a bet. Mr. Jacobs with the ace-7 of clubs is going to 3-bet it to 100.
Calls.
And Popeye's going to call that. We're going to be heads-up action here to this flop. And a 7 there for Mr. Jacobs. The 9s are ahead right now.
Yeah, Popeye, good shape right here.
125.
Shield FX asked the players, can they hear the announcers?
7 check.
So as soon as this hand is up, we'll give you just a little bit of the logistics that we have here at the Reserve Poker Club for our live stream room. Oh, and there's the straight for Mr. Jacobs with the ace, who raised things up pre-flop.
Runner, nothing funner.
Runner. Man.
bets 150.
See if Popeye smells something fishy here, or decides to look him up with a call. Or dare we suggest that he even gives him a raise? He's going to make the call. And show him the ace for the straight. So here at the Reserve Poker Club, Toledo, Ohio, 5105 Glendale.
I thought
We're doing our live stream since September in this very special room. This is a room, if you haven't been here, that's off to the side from our main room. And this is on a 15-minute delay. So Dom and I are in a separate room. We're probably a good 100 feet away from there, but in a separate room, commentating. We are commentating an action that has happened 15 minutes prior. The Wizard and his companion are in there in the production room, and they're the ones that are giving us the switch to the cameras and the graphics and all of that information. Dom and I have the easy job just to sit here and comment about what we would have done because we get to see the cards. But no, not only do the players not hear us, but also when they come into the room, they're asked to put their phones and their smartwatches up on a shelf.
Yeah, bad timing for Dan.
Poor
Dan
Dan.
to pick up a hand here.
Yep.
Pocket sixes.
Got the sixes, going to go all in against Dingus's jacks.
And he's been card dead all night.
So you get 20 whites now in your rack.
Dingus thinking about it, but I don't think he's going to think about this too long.
How many times do you want? All of them. You had to get in that one? Yeah. One. What'd you do now? I put 20 in there, took 20 blue.
And there's the call. Sixes against jacks.
I mean, so that was it.
Dan needs some help here.
Yeah.
Jacks or queens? I can be either one. Jacks. Alright, there we go.
We can roll them underwear.
And there's a jack right there.
Right there, there's a jack.
Yeah, that does it.
That does it for Dan on this stack. We did run it once. I know the guys coming in tonight asked if they can run it more than once.
Dan played well, but he grinded it out. Lasted a while off the single buy-in. Just didn't get the cards tonight. One of those nights.
Yep.
I think 11:30.
Ask him what time, you wanna know what time it is,
Yeah, 11:30. Yeah. Boy, I'm glad he didn't just call her full. Slap the gutter, I'm gonna barrel off. You're what I thought you had.
Armando's signing off with us tonight, saying have a great night, guys. Caitlin's watching. Alex Braden is watching. Billy Hicks coming back in again. Hello, Dollar Bill. Go Bears. Paul Hubbard and Terry Schaefer watching. Terry did send me those dates, so now I've got a homework assignment, Terry. I'll be putting something together.
Yeah, we've had multiple players come and go tonight. Multiple players busted. Went through a couple bullets.
Oh, and Dingus
we're
now.
having-
Just
we're-
had jacks, now he's got aces.
We're having some top-heavy players here cleaning house.
Some Chinese poker after this game. Yeah.
Here comes Dingus.
135.
Pocket aces.
Yeah.
So he's going to take it down.
Oh, you didn't watch it. I wasn't even watching. I saw you 3-bet. There's going to be one or two hands.
You got blues, dude.
No, they should though.
You got blues.
Yes, sir, Richie, you go later, extra 3 year old. There you go.
It's like a $65 tournament.
You got the cheerleader, like, we gotta go. Alright, I guess I'll just leave this stack here. I'm gonna pick up 300.
Fair enough.
Oh, there's an interesting hand. 8s and 6s.
I like it. Anytime you get pocket 8s, I'm a fan.
Are you?
Oh yeah, favorite hand of poker.
Huh. Likes the snowman.
Yes, sir.
7 folds.
Deuce is there, but Dingus has got a deuce in his hand.
1 call.
There's a 6 in Zach's hand and an 8. Oh, 8s against 8s. Look at that. Mr. Jacobs got 8s and Dingus has got 8s.
Ace, king, 3, rainbow board.
That's going to put Zach in the lead here with the ace.
And check. 1 check.
Free card on the turn. Another 3. Zach still in the commanding lead currently.
And he's in position. Richie Rich is going to fire at this. He's got the king.
Yep. 10 folds.
Now Zach with an ace.
1 lift to the 200.
He's going to raise it up to 200.
Yeah, take it down.
And a quick fold from Richie Rich. Zach takes that down.
Was a non-believer.
Yep. Much needed pot there for Zach.
That looks like we got a $10 straddle already in play.
No. Some screen presence. Yeah.
Hey, Adam. Grab another box. Any of you guys do.
Fort Wayne boys cleaning house, so had a couple players go through a couple buy-ins.
Different faces in there now.
Playing it down. Playing some good poker. Solid play tonight by all 3 of them. Love when we get players traveling from out of state coming in for a live stream.
Yeah, and we do get that on a regular basis. We've got a lot of guys that come down from the Detroit area, Western Michigan.
Got Bay City Brad, he comes down often.
Bay City Brad comes down. We get some Columbus players that come over. The thing about Columbus and Toledo is that you can't get there from here, can you? There's no direct route.
Are you sure it wasn't the Lakers shooting it?
So I lived in Columbus for a couple of years, and to answer your question, I guess 23 would probably be the best. But if you want to go the most direct route, you almost got to take 33 and 31.
Yeah.
That's like the most direct route.
Didn't even go in.
That's 2-lane highway, and you're going through Amish country.
7, that's 35. Yeah, that looks like it's
See, at least with Fort Wayne, you got a straight shot. All right, what do we got here? We got Popeye's going to take this down with his
hits
flush.
the flush on the river.
See how he bets this. I wonder if Mr. Jacobs was sticking around for the flush draw as well. I think he's going to bet it, sneeze at this, and Mr. Jacobs is going to let it go, and he does. Take that down. Yeah, I first started at my sales position maybe about 20 years ago, something like that, and I was driving to Fort Wayne on a regular basis before they fixed 24, and it was definitely one of the most dangerous roads around. Yeah, it was just because it was 2-lane, and the trucks like to go on there instead of paying the toll, and people would get impatient being behind a semi going 50 miles an hour, and it was. But then they opened it up, fixed it up. Now it's a great ride from here to Fort Wayne and back. And Fort Wayne's got a nice downtown area, some restaurants. The Tin Cap baseball team. Tin Cap's named after Johnny Appleseed. Johnny Appleseed, because he wore a pot on his head. So they're called the Tin Caps. I think they're 1A. And it's a nice family-friendly stadium. I've been there a couple times to see a baseball game.
That looks like we got a $10 button straddle. Dingus looking down at Ace Queen Jack 4. A couple of clubs.
Probably 30 minutes.
You didn't play cash afterwards?
No, my buddy busted day one. He was ready to go. It was Mother's Day too. And
Yeah.
so
Ooh, Richie Rich with a monster, especially five-handed.
Yeah.
Ace, king, jack, deuce, double
that
suited,
doubles.
and he's got the button. He was the original straddler, making it 60.
You're able to get everyone in, no alternate.
No waiting, yeah, I know, it's great.
We
He
got there.
wants some
My good
callers
girl-
here.
The game on Friday all night, and I went and met him, and we drove up there and got there at like 11:50. I'm like, oh, we're gonna be in baseball. So what we got right here?
Yeah.
Mr. Jacobs coming in. We've got three-handed going into this flop.
Yeah.
6, 9, queen, couple of hearts.
See two chips.
Dingus flopping the lead.
They're going to check it around.
Oh, they didn't give it to him.
Now Richie Rich improves to a spade flush draw.
Two checks.
And I think he's going to bet this. He is.
You don't play tournaments, so 4 bets 185.
180. Zach just asked about tournaments. Somebody chuckled because then they're going to get a dirty look from Richie Rich. Not a tournament player, cash only, is what he says.
I'll be out there. 2 folds
Bets that
for a week.
Yeah,
and takes it down.
yeah, turns the nut flush draw, takes down the pot.
June 21st.
Tied for first right now. Him and Popeye both at 3,600.
Got then the round by round is right after that.
Round by round tournament?
$1,500 round by round bracelet event. So those are the two. That way,
What kind of field do they get for that?
Which
Played
one?
Before, the round by round?
last summer they got like
$20.
2,000 probably.
What?
How much one thing? Like 18, 2,000.
I wouldn't be able to bear it. I would honestly just,
Aces, kings.
just,
$20 button straddle in play.
Seniors will go.
you probably couldn't pay me to play it. Like,
It's like,
Yeah, it's just anyone who's of age.
yeah, anyone of 50 and older, and
Look at this. King, queen, 2 spades, 2 diamonds,
Yeah, double suited for
2
Dingus.
nines.
And look at this, pocket jacks double suited. The 6-4 for Mr. Jacobs. Definitely going to want to come along for the ride. We got a.
And like you.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Everyone's got a little something here.
Yeah. We're going to raise it up here from Popeye.
Yeah, ace, queen, queen, deuce has the hearts.
I see 2 callers coming here. The raise is going to depend on what the pot size is. So now the raise is 85.
Probably telling their buddy fan history. But I don't have to
Dingus is going to make the call. And Mr. Jacobs, of course, going to make the call. We got
Oh, yeah.
three players to see this flop.
Oh, monster flop here. Wow. 5, queen, king, 2 hearts. 2 players have the flush draw. And Popeye, along with his nut flush draw, has the mid set. Flopping a set and getting the hearts to go with it. You also have top 2 pair from Dingus. You got the jack high flush from Mr. Jacobs. I mean, we
Wow.
might be seeing fireworks here, folks.
Absolutely. I already got a bet out there from Popeye for 200. Dingus makes the call. Now over to Mr. Jacobs. And he's going to make the call. We're coming close to reaching $1,000 in this pot. 6, not really much
Yeah, it
impact here.
just gives Mr. Jacobs a pair of 6s, but
Two checks.
he might think it might give him some outs, maybe another 6, but that's no good. He's
No.
drawing dead.
He's drawing dead. While 860 bets the pot. Nice bet, Popeye.
I said you're playing 5-handed now also. It's a hard hand to get away from if you're Dingus.
Yeah, he basically needs a king, right? He needs a king and a king only to make a
Looks
full
like the rest
house.
might be on the Lakers though. Yeah, over double the free throws. 22 to 10. Shit.
it's real, yeah. It might be.
It's like you see some team get 40 and their team get 10. Like what?
And if you're Popeye and you're thinking that Dingus is thinking about going all in. Your mouth is watering. You're excited. I mean, he doesn't have the nuts yet, but man, he's got 92%, 97% favorite right here, right now. And does Dingus think to himself, there's only one of two ways out here? There's either, he's not calling, either folding or going all in. And he does. He goes all in. Quick call from Popeye. Somebody called him out right. He's got a set. Dingus needs a king.
Wow, huge pot. 4,600 in the middle here.
Yeah, this is our pot of the night.
And Dingus drawing to a king and a king only. Popeye flops a set of queens with the ace-high flush draw. Once again, 4,600 in the middle. This is the hand of the night. Biggest pot by far, just under 5K.
This could be the bragging rights that Popeye's looking for on the way ride home back.
And there it is, the ace-high flush. Popeye hitting a huge hand.
Huge hand. Wow.
Humongous hand for Popeye. Wow.
That's big. Very big. A lot of money heading its way back to Fort Wayne here at some point.
Fort Wayne boys cleaning house.
Cleaning
the whole
house.
table.
$300 showdown?
Gonna see.
You calling it? Is it
I don't know.
We may see our Detroit guys that watch this want to come and take them on.
Yeah. This is like the NWO with Hollywood
Vampire.
Hulk Hogan,
Vampire and those guys.
Scott
you
Hall,
know?
Kevin Nash coming in.
Yeah.
I ain't wondered.
This has been the night for Fort Wayne, and some really good action tonight.
What a cooler situation there,
We
too.
didn't throw that very far.
Pretty dry board, top two pair, mid-set.
You gotta do the walk of shame.
Where's that go here?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to end it now, that's fine. It's up to you guys to do anything. Obviously,
Later again.
Okay, so
Yeah, it looks like that'll be the final hand of the night. And
looks
wow.
like after we lose that.
And yeah, there's the chip stack. Look at that. Popeye with 6K. Oh, it's not over.
Nope.
Okay.
Wizards letting us know. They're having a
Fair enough.
conversation.
They're having a conversation, basically.
Yep.
But yeah, look at the chip stack right now. Popeye at 6K.
Eric
Richie
Mavis is
Rich
watching.
at 3.6K. Mr. Jacobs at 3.1K. Zach just about 600. He came in late. He's on his first buy-in.
Eric Mavis, you missed some action here tonight.
Wow.
These guys
Yeah.
from Fort Wayne like to mix it up.
And early on, in the first couple hours, like I said, I almost thought Mr. Jacobs and Richie Rich would just be taking each other's money. They were playing huge pots against each other. And going back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, now we're raising each other?
Cody Dog says Defiance. Those Defiance players want to come up here and
What, 20? 20.
take a gander at the Fort Wayne players.
It destroyed everybody.
Yeah, stop bringing these sharks from Fort Wayne.
Yeah, heads up action here. 6-7-3, couple of hearts.
Tom's from, guys
Both
always
players
wear the
flop.
Jets jersey over there.
A flush
You know what I'm
draw.
talking about?
Popeye has a gut shot.
He's rich. I don't remember. I don't
So does
remember.
Mr. Jacobs.
Derek
Yeah.
told me his wife had a double stack in the main event.
25.
Oh,
And they just left.
Yeah.
does he have black,
Yeah.
dark black hair?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking. Yeah, him and his wife play tournaments all the time.
Bring that guy.
Yeah, he just tired.
Another ace. Mr. Jacobs locks it up.
Yeah, he's like, oh, we're going to
Three of a kind.
somewhere.
2
Get out of
checks,
here.
7 checks.
Ace jack. Not a bad flop.
I had hearts too. I think
How did I get these?
check back.
What?
They check back.
I would say if you see a heart there, that would have been some fireworks, especially when you're playing four-handed.
He was airborne now.
A worse ace than a jack.
I was like, if this guy makes a third dad.
I don't know, are we going back to Hold'em or you?
No.
Straight up.
Yeah, when you're playing four-handed, the Hold'em.
Yep, 10 on the
I
Yeah.
think they said they're just going to play Omaha for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, I think so.
It's hard to get a lot of action four-handed on. Like I said, we even see it in our big tournament sometimes. You know, you'll go about 10 minutes of action, then you'll go about 15 minutes of raise, fold, fold, fold.
Yeah.
Then about it seems like he catches fire for about 10 minutes, then another 15 minutes of raise, fold, fold, fold. Kind of goes in streaks. Got a $10 button straddle from Zach. We're going to bump it up here to 40.
Got a mystery
Zach,
hand.
look at this. Aces with a 10-4, has clubs to go along with it. And Zach might be thinking, I'm just going to get it in here.
Well, the best he can do is pot it, but he's just going to make the call. No, he's going to raise it up.
I started with like 6, I think.
Yeah. Going to floor bet this to $340.
And
Back
if you're-
over to Popeye that needs 230 to call.
And if you look at Zach's stack, if he's only got 200-300 behind, you might as well just put it in case you hit.
Nope,
What are you
he's
going
gonna
to do?
lay it
Fold?
down.
Yeah, that's the proper play right there with the size of chips behind Zach's stack. You either shove, put them all in with that type of hand, or you just fold, get out of the way. Say oopsie. Nice play by Popeye. Still at 5,900.
Yeah, good night, Popeye. Good night for the Fort Wayne guys.
I don't think I even flopped a pair the whole day. 2 flops, I think I made a pair.
Or it was called 10876.
It's about correct, Zach. You had that pair of aces that you took down the pot with, and I can't remember another one.
For sure.
See the flop, make sure it's 3-3 king.
Yeah.
The rest of it,
Yeah.
flop a pair, use them. Or ace, obviously.
Richie Rich. King, Jack, 5-4, double suited. And you know he's going to bump it up. Yep. He likes action.
Yeah, not a good hand there for Zach. Mr. Jacobs going to complete and come along for the ride.
Couple of threes with the queen.
For Mr. Jacobs.
4 checks.
Yep.
See, like you could have
Ace 3 in play here.
I definitely got
Richie was a 4.
And he lets it go. Lets it go pretty quickly.
4 5 could come.
And aces, and a 3, there it is.
Oh, there's a 3.
Moving it along, moving it along.
I got a 7:30 meeting in the morning. I got a 6:30 baby wake up call. Good.
You have 10 on the board.
Figuring out how to change the diaper in the dark.
It's like
and
a meeting.
sleep.
I gotta be up by 10 at least.
So you can have your brunch and get over to the game.
No, work.
Oh, that's right.
Come on.
That's right, it is Friday, yeah, tomorrow. I thought it was Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Zach looking down at King, Queen, 7-4. A couple of diamonds. He's going to bump
Oh,
it.
yeah. Come over on Friday.
Come on.
Friday or Wednesday.
Mr. Jacobs behind him, coming along for the ride.
Exact same game. Except we played the D7 game.
We had 2 calls.
Yeah, we'll play the 2-7 off Hold'em.
Heads up action going to the flop here.
Yeah.
No, your cards were reading it first.
Okay, so we, yeah. And normally it'll go almost all day.
9, ace, king.
Friday's definitely. Wednesday.
Zach's gonna
probably
lead out.
Most of the night.
Wednesday's like a better day.
Wow, give me my number.
Rainbow flop here.
He loves it.
Jack
Yeah.
leads out. Gets called by Mr. Jacobs.
Yep, 7. Here's Mr. Jacobs 2 pair.
That was 1, 2.
Aces and 8s. And he's going to continue firing here. Drawn slim.
Things that make you say, Mr. Jacobs. Got two pair, aces and eights.
You guys see this winner? I don't think game beat.
Wow. Zach's going to show.
Yeah. Zach with the bluff. Yeah.
She's gonna be like, oh fuck, he left me too.
Plus, we did.
20 out of button. Yeah. I'm telling you, I know all the tight players say that, but I really have nothing.
Like I said throughout the night, we have seen some nice poker being played and just casualty after casualty. Players getting knocked out.
Call him, see if he's allowed to go to that.
Saw a $4,700 pot, top two pair against mid set just moments ago.
Get a beer for the way home. Then we might have
$20 button straddle.
No.
And Zach's starting to pick up some hands here. Pocket tens with a 9-8.
Maybe.
Mr. Jacobs, the queens and sixes.
Queens and
There's
sixes.
diamonds.
Some
Oh,
diamonds,
look at
yeah.
Richie Rich. And everybody this night.
Hey.
Everybody's going to come in.
Yeah, we're going to see some fireworks maybe.
Water's warm.
See what kind of pot, what kind of flop we can get everybody in trouble with here.
It just takes up on, who summons it, and just
Ace queen,
Ace, queen, deuce, couple of hearts.
Mr.
Set
Jacobs.
of queens. Mr. Jacobs.
Nobody's got hearts.
Two, that's 150.
And Popeye is top pair with the gut shot. Zach's going to let it go. Zach's going to let it go, take it down.
Yeah, I got that queen. Yeah, there it is.
When did they go up 6?
It's almost like, you know, it's like a sombering moment almost. I mean, it's like almost like The Undertaker. You know, rest in peace to all the players that came in today.
Yeah,
We probably had a total of 10 players play poker today.
yeah, we're down
and,
to 4.
And we're down to 4 because there's just been a rampage going
Well,
on.
yeah, they don't.
Not too often we see this.
$10 button straddle there from Zach. Actions over to Mr. Jacobs. Not much of a hand there, I agree. Get rid of that quickly. 2 hearts, 2 diamonds there for Richie.
Yeah, that's not going to do much for the NBA final rating. It's Denver in there. And
We're going to go heads up.
like the NBA.
8-7-6, couple of spades.
They've each got an 8.
Say both players hit top pair, top kicker.
Boston would do that. It's Denver, Miami.
Actually, Richie Rich, I'm sorry, has 2 pair with his 8.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
Oh, but there comes the 7.
Yeah, now he's got 3
Ace
pair.
8 is in play. Yeah, they're both players are tied currently. Zach has a slight advantage. He's going to let it go, though. Not in love with the hand.
Is there a bar close by or something?
Yeah, I don't really go to bars, but there's a bunch around. This road up here, leave out here and go left. It's Reynolds right there. There's a bunch of stuff on that street. There'll be something for sure.
We don't have to, this is, I'm with having one, I want to. Yeah, yeah. I'd like this mix. So, it's a round of shots, you know.
Richie Rich picking up pocket kings. The queen 3 has some hearts going along with it. Popeye with ace queen 8-7 clubs.
Can you put your cards back in the box one more time, please? Thank you.
Zach's going to come along.
2-12.
Like so to see. Yeah. Same with Mr. Jacobs. All right, we got 4 players to the flop here. See how this bodes. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
4, 6. 6-5.
Mr. Jacobs already
Yeah.
has the
7, that's 50.
Popeye's
could-
got the straight.
This could get interesting right here, folks,
Yeah.
because both players flop the nut straight, but both players have a flush draw. Popeye has the nut flush draw. He's going to try to get it all in.
4 folds.
There's no 7s left there for Zach.
Seven raises to 550.
Whoa.
1 folds.
You got a feeling right now?
Yeah.
I got
no
a
kidding.
feeling we might be seeing a repop.
Wow. Look at this.
I mean, if you're Mr. Jacobs too, you think you're possibly might even have 8-7 also, but now you're free rolling with clubs because you have 3 in your hand.
Yeah, you got to feel like you're cock of the walk here.
We could potentially see almost 7,000 in this pot right here if he repops it.
Puts the call out.
If I can answer.
All right,
All
there's
right.
already 1,300 in the middle. A deuce, a blank, and now let's see what happens here.
1.3 in the pot.
I don't think there's enough money. You don't want to slow play in case someone has a set or 2 pair. Chance to vote.
1290. 7 versus 1290.
I can redraw.
Huh?
I gotta redraw.
So do I.
2 raises all in.
I got it to the 9 and clubs.
You were right.
7.
It's all
Yep,
in there.
they're all in. Wow.
Wow. Look at this.
No clubs.
Looks like we have
This is most-
6,700 in the middle.
Yeah, this is more than likely going to be a chop pot, but
Well, I
the
don't know.
potential.
The flush draw.
Look at this.
We'll go twice.
Already a lot of clubs out there.
I'm gonna just try to
Did they say run it twice?
You want to just chop it?
I think I heard him say that. I know that when they got here, they asked about whether they're allowed to run it multiple times.
Yeah.
chop it after.
I'm doing
Just run it and chop it.
Run it.
this has to grab them together.
2 times? Or 1?
Just 2 times we chopped that.
Why don't you just, run it
Doesn't
once?
matter what.
Yeah. We'll check them.
Because the odds are you're gonna. What?
Just
And
one time though.
One time and
One
yeah.
time.
We'll see what happened.
Bingo!
Straight flush.
Straight flush! Oh my goodness! Oh, Popeye with the nut flush draw.
straight flush to an ace-high flush.
Oh my goodness. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying the action here. This is kind of what happened late Tuesday night as well. And Adam was the administrator of.
Holy smokes.
That is amazing.
Straight flush to an ace-high flush.
Wow.
Oh man.
Luckily, it's the last end of the night.
Yeah. I mean, I'm never doing that. If I'm not last
Yeah, no, I know.
God.
But what did they do there? They wind up chopping it? Oh, they ran it twice.
Okay, they
chopped.
ran it twice, but
They
that
ran
is
it
crazy.
They chopped.
They actually literally chopped it.
They did chop it. But man, holy
Oh,
cow.
Scott S. Thanks for the $10 tip, by the way, to Scott S.
Yeah, thanks,
Missed
Scott.
most of the stream tonight. I'm sure you guys nailed it, though. Keep it up. Scott, we appreciate your brother coming in and taking care of us. But, yeah, they ran it twice, and I can't believe we saw ace-high flush to a straight flush on
Yeah.
the very last hand. So,
My goodness.
yeah, I missed that, too. I was kind of confused what was
Yeah.
going on, but I thought I did hear him say they were going to run it twice
Yeah.
situation. So, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so he quartered him.
Quartered him.
Yep, quartered him.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, they chopped it. So good action. Wow.
Yeah, great action. And
I haven't seen anything like that too between, like I said, players just running through the field.
Right.
I was pretty impressed with some of our out-of-towners today.
Mm-hmm.
They played really good. And, yeah, shout out to the Fort Wayne boys that came into town today.
Yeah.
They just played some really good poker.
Go home and bring us some of your friends.
Yeah.
And those of you Defiance and Detroit guys want to come in here, have to figure out if you can take on some of these Fort Wayne guys. Again, you want to play in the live stream, give us a call. We've got Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday nights. The next live stream is this Saturday night, which is the regular Joe.
Yes.
That's a 1-3, and that's been just a lot of fun. So you want to be, and we'll be back again, you and I.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll be rock and roll. And actually, there's
All
the
right.
chip counts, by the way. Let's take a look at that. 6.7 the Mr. Jacobs after he quartered him.
Yeah.
Right there. So he is the chip leader of the night. Popeye had the chip lead. He went down the 2.5K. But, hey, if you're those guys, man,
Yeah.
good night for everybody.
Very much so.
But yeah, no, it's going to be a fun time. We'll be back this Saturday. And once again, let's give a shout out to our 40K Black Chip Bounty Satellite this Saturday at 6 p.m. That'll be a $65 buy-in, 30K starting stacks, 15-minute levels, late entry till the start of level 9, 1 seat awarded for every $340 in the prize pool. And then on the 27th, noon, 340 buy-in, 40K starting stack, 30-minute levels, late entry until the start of level 9, $100 bounties. Good times.
Yeah.
A lot of action, a lot going on here. And, hey, why not? Like I said, a lot of action. We have satellites to our Saturday, June 3rd at 1 p.m. That'll be happening, $425 buy-in, 1 re-entry, only $100, 30K starting stacks, 25-minute levels, and then also our super satellite.
So if you want to get into that June 3rd event, that's a $425 buy-in, but you want to get in for it for $80.
Yeah, you
Then,
got the super satellite on
Tuesday night,
Tuesday.
and Friday night coming up here. You want to come and play in those for $80, and 1 seat for every $425 in the prize pool.
Yeah,
But that'll be 2 ways, 2 additional ways to get into this $10,000 Word Series
And
of
Friday
Poker
night.
main event at seat.
Friday night we have our, where you can get in. You can play also in the satellite, and also we pay out the top 3 spots, and you can get bonus chips.
Yep.
We got a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
It's a good time. Then we also have our veterans coming up also. That'll be it costs $0 to play if you're an active member or a veteran. And we just want to appreciate all the ladies and gentlemen who have served our country or who are currently serving our country, and also raise money for a good cause. Like we said, we have TAPS and Triple S, the 2 foundations that we're going to be funding for that. One is assistance with suicide prevention and awareness. Also, the other one is for families who have had, they're grieving the death of a military loved one and need some support. So really good stuff going on at the Reserve. Once again, Vic, it was a pleasure. I believe
Very much
myself
so.
and Vic are going to be going and having a cold beverage, listening to some music. It'll
Go
be
to
a fun
Wesley's.
time.
for
Hey,
the,
hey, Wizard, by the way, if you're free, you're welcome to join. But yeah, we'll be doing that, living our life.
Let's drag the Wizard along.
Yeah, let's get the Wizard out.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wizard, come on. Water's warm. Oh, wow. Now he's saying in our ear we can't handle it, please. Unbelievable.
All right, be
it's
safe,
gonna be a good time.
everybody.
Always a pleasure, guys. Thanks
Look
for tuning
forward to
in.
seeing you again soon.
Scott, thanks again for taking care of us, like always.
Thank you. Good night.
Later.